Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the I'm Not Kevin podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome, people.
all you people.
Welcome, peeps.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to you. We got Josh, Martine, and fucking Rough N Rowdy fighting going on right now. What's up, C. Wayne? Welcome. Cheers, mate. C. Wayne's our Kiwi bro from originally from New Zealand. I think he's in the States now, right?
Kiwi like the fruit?
Kiwi like New Zealand kiwi.
Oh my god! I think he actually—that's how his jaw looks. I don't know,
Damn.
Look at these punches.
So we just logged on to Rough N Rowdy. We just logged on to the stream. Some of us have halfway had a beer. We didn't really pay that much attention to the setup and the lights and the cameras and the audio. So if we're all fucked up, you let us know. So C. Wayne is a Kiwi from Arizona. So if you got to do the long way to get to the island of New Zealand.
How did it go?
There you go.
C. Wayne's a big. Go ahead and pour some of that.
What do you got there, Sean?
Good puncher.
Oh, C. Wayne, thanks for the bits, brother. Holy shit, you came in hot.
So good. Strong.
Here you go, Josh. So did you guys hear the double beer opening?
Did you know? You're like,
Oh, yeah.
So that was the one that you actually heard me opening the beer, but right at the same time, the new bit sound was C. Wayne dumping in some bits for the stream. So thank you, brother.
Nice. Is that like
That's a-
internet kudos or what is that?
Bits are like basically it's like a I don't know, salutations, but it cost him money.
Oh,
So it helps keep the podcast alive. So we appreciate that.
that's awesome. Yeah.
C. Wayne, since you're the guy that's in here right now all by yourself, can you let us know how the audio is? And the audio of I'm playing the audio of the Rough N Rowdy kind of in the background, I think, but I don't want it to be too loud, so I'll roll it down a little bit. It seems loud to me. But it's going to be interesting. Josh is a big UFC guy. Martine, you?
I'll watch people fight.
I watch people
I'm down
fight.
with that.
That's different.
I'll watch people fight.
I gotta adjust my camera a little bit. But this is definitely. Oh, thanks, C. Wayne. This is definitely not UFC. This is a bunch of fucking amateurs. Just
Oh, you can see that. Right. Look at those shorts.
she's wearing the shorts that she wore when she got out of bed this morning. Right?
Oh, my God. Yeah. She just shook them off real quick before the fight.
I don't even know if she did that. So if you're not watching Rough N Rowdy on your other device, C. Wayne, it's definitely worth the $20. It's been on since probably about another hour ago. Is when it started, an hour and a half.
Can't even get in the ring.
Yeah, and it's just this amateur fight.
You see him wipe his shoe off.
So obviously, because it's copyrighted, I can't show the video on the stream, but we're going to definitely talk about it and goof around. They're notorious for their how amateur it is, and then the ring girl contest is generally, I'm going to say, a bunch of strippers, local strippers,
Yeah.
whatever town they're in. This is owned by Barstool Sports, right?
Local thotties just
Local thotties,
trying to get on the.
local thotties trying to be hotties. But I think there's this fight's there's always a purse. The last one was in, I think, February.
Come on, girl. You got this.
So this is gonna be, you got this. Most of these fights, the fighters are pretty much gassed after the 30 seconds, right?
First couple of punches thrown.
Yeah. I think some of these girls might be gassed by just getting in the ring.
Some ducks up and down, and
Yeah.
strike arms though so much more under control.
Wow.
Oh, backhand. That was a little elbow. Yeah. I give.
I'm surprised she's still on her feet.
Yeah. So we were planning on doing the stream anyway, and then I just stumbled onto, I think through Instagram, that Rough N Rowdy was on tonight, and I thought, oh, fucking perfect.
Bro, I had to do research. I didn't even know what it was.
You didn't know Rough N Rowdy
Yeah.
was? I didn't for a long time. Somebody told me about it a couple year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago, and they don't do a lot of them.
That's a good technique. You push her because she has to keep getting back up. And
Uh-huh.
Wears her ass out, right?
Look at her.
And getting up for her is not an easy chore, I'm guessing. Looks like me getting up every day.
Yeah, you turned me onto this. What?
A year or so ago.
Yeah, the end of last year, something like that.
It's entertaining, right? I mean, especially for $20.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, the last one, a couple of my buddies, one of my buddies in Texas, he was watching on the stream. Mike's on. I don't know if Mike's on, but this girl's got some long ass legs, doesn't she? Holy shit!
She's all legs.
Yeah.
All legs. Not much ass, but all legs.
Tons of legs.
Wow. So he texted me today, and he's like, "Dude, Rough N Rowdy's on tonight." You know, he didn't know anything about it until I showed him, and he's I'm sure he's watching right now. I'm gonna text his ass here in a minute because I told him, I said, we're gonna be streaming it and talking about it, so get on the freaking stream. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, during my research, I ended up running into like the promo video for this, and they had some pretty interesting looking characters, but supposed to go on the ring, and we'll see what's up.
They'll have. Hopefully, they haven't had the little guy fight
midgets?
yet. Yeah, I think they're both 4'5" tonight.
Well, the last one we watched was Conseco, right? Where
That was a joke.
yeah, that was.
All the fights leading up to it were pretty entertaining, and then Conseco got in, and right off the bat, Jose Conseco,
The baseball player?
the baseball
Oh
player,
my god!
and he hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, he like
right off the
fell
bat.
or something, and he hurt his shoulder.
It was terrible.
Like
It was
what,
terrible.
10 seconds maybe.
Yeah.
So he fought with one hand.
CSC Wayne, thanks for stopping
He
by,
didn't
brother.
fight. He just
No,
took a dive.
No, it was so quick.
Yeah, it was-
Oh,
It was so quick. It wasn't even a fight.
what a waste!
See, Wayne, if you come back after dinner, if we're still on, swing by and say hi.
Ooh.
Glad to have you, man.
Damn, she's getting it.
The 3 fights I've seen so far, like the other person looks like they're in shape and kind of had a little bit of training.
Tonight?
And then,
Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, you were watching me before you came over?
No, like these 3 that because they're like back to back. Like 3 of them already came on, and the last fight it was some little 5'8" little Geek Squad guy, and this other dude was like 6'2" and just mopped him up, but he broke his jaw. His jaw looked
Whoa, no shit.
Yeah, it looked
Whoa.
like it was pretty swollen on that side.
So the matches aren't not matched correctly.
No, they're
is what
just-
you're saying.
Yeah, they just kind of
When I first found it, the people, and they may still do it. I don't watch that close. They were whoever they sign up ahead of time over the weeks leading up, and they all post these Instagram videos of them talking shit to each other. Like they might be in different towns, but they talk shit about each other, and then it's kind of the build up, right?
Yeah.
And then Rough N Rowdy brings those videos together, and puts an Instagram post, and so I don't know how they match them up. There's got to be
I
some
don't know.
classes, but
see. Look at this dude. He has a kind of a big back, like he's a grappler or something. He boxes.
like he's rolled around a little
Yeah,
bit.
and then you'll see the other dude come out in like a t-shirt.
And jeans.
Sweats.
There's a dude that fights in jeans, an old man looking dude, right?
Hell yeah!
That dude right there in the middle that's Portnoy or whatever his name is, right? From Barstool Sports. I think he's the president.
Yeah, he looks familiar.
Yeah, I think so. But the commentators are even comical. I mean, they're a joke.
Well, look
too.
at him. Look at him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
You got
cuss
that
and
dude
talk
over
shit.
there. What's that actor's name? The from Third Rock from the Sun. He looks like him. What's his name? And then you got
Fucking dweeby
this
weeby.
wannabe. I don't know what the hell he is.
Got the Elvis sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And at one time, do you remember Pat McAfee? He was
Yeah.
the punter for Indianapolis Colts for a long
Uh huh.
time.
Yeah.
He was on here, and he would wear like a like a tuxedo t-shirt and cut off shorts or pants. You know what I mean? His shorts, and he's the ringside guy, or the guy that was in the ring kind of after the post fight interviews and shit.
Now he's a commentator on WWE now.
Oh yeah, so that was probably
Yeah.
his breeding ground. I think they had Bill Burr as a ringside commentator one time. I mean, it's like this. They're
That's
like,
pretty cool.
They're experimenting.
They
you know
mixed
what I
it
mean?
up. Yeah.
Yeah, which I really like that. I like that they're fucking with the formula.
Yeah.
You know?
So this match doesn't seem too uneven. I mean, they both seem
This
to be in some sort of shape.
Yeah, and they kind of did some kind of promotion. The dude had a belt on. He might be little. They might just throw. They probably have these marquee matchups, and then they got a bunch of just see dude walking out with a belt. They just got some in betweeners to throw in during the matches.
Tweeners.
Yeah,
Trying to get
Like the
lighting
pillow
right.
fluffers.
kind of like yeah.
But for fights,
Fluffing's different.
what are we drinking? What is this?
Oh, good. You guys,
Pure Project double IPA.
what do you think about
Pretty
it?
clean.
I like it. So the label says it's an unfiltered West Coast double IPA, which for an unfiltered beer, it's got some pretty good clarity.
Right.
But it's super tasty. I like that that really heavy bitterness up front. Definite West Coast for sure.
Black pine. So what do you think, Josh?
That was good.
So I've been ordering from Pure. Their shipping, obviously with COVID, their shipping has been pretty good. And so I've had their beer a couple times before, and I really enjoy it. They're murky. They call murky hazy IPAs are delicious. That's what we had earlier. They're really good.
That looked legit. I mean, it was good.
But this beer, when I first got it, I thought, okay, well, I'm not just going to order just hazies. I'll order a West Coast. And when the first one I had, I was kind of like, I didn't like it. But that was like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm actually really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's
How
just
quick
kind of.
did you drink it when you received the package?
That's a good. Probably. It was days. It was probably a couple days because I got it in the middle of the week and I didn't drink it till the weekend. But I think it was just a little too fresh, maybe a little green.
This one's good. I like that. Like Martin said, that little that hop lingering in your mouth after that little aftertaste, kind of just lingers in your mouth.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
They always have great labels.
That looks awesome. Yeah,
there you go, right there.
Yeah. So my mystery beer, that one, the instructions were to get something strictly by the can art. Just the label, whatever it was.
Oh, so Martin did double mystery beer.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Double blind. So he doesn't even know what it is. He's just
okay. My mystery beer is different. I know what it is, but I never tried it. Only because I've been busy.
So what's your thoughts on that? So mystery beer has kind of become a thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was on the fence with that. I was looking at some beer today actually, and I was thinking that exact same thing. Like usually I've had the beer, you guys may have had it, but I know what it is. So I want you to try it and tell me what you think, and then find out what it is. But I know what it is, and I've had it. And there was a couple I looked at, I thought, man, that might be a good mystery beer, but I haven't had it.
Yeah.
So I pulled back. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on that.
Mine should be last.
Oh, really? It must be a fucking bomb ass stout.
14%er.
Knock your dick in the dirt.
Well, I don't know what mine is. So mine could be.
See?
Yeah, beautiful can art, but 15%.
And then I think I was working in the garage till like 4:00. I was like, fuck, I didn't even go get it. I didn't even get my mystery beer or whatever. I was having my wife get it, and then I was like, man, I had a beer in there that I haven't tried yet. You know, it's a mystery to me because I haven't tried it, but you guys don't know what it is.
Mine will not be that big of a mystery. I mean, it won't be that big of a. I'm trying to adjust this light. It's going to be an interesting one, I think, from being a blind test.
Well, I think the last time I was here, right, I did the mystery where I had a bunch of beers and my wife just picked like 3 of them.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, she picked it. So you didn't really know what was going to be the mystery.
Yeah,
beer,
I just
right?
had so many of them, and then she just kind of.
I think I got to figure out the lighting on you. If I go like this from Martine, what's that do to you? That doesn't mess you up, right? No, I'm looking at the screen for Martine because you have this light hitting you. It's amazing what's going to happen though as the sun goes down. That's what I found in this setup because that window's so big. As the sun starts to kind of set, the whole dynamic of the room changes. So these are important to get them set up right. But I got so much shit on the table. You guys can't see it. This looks like fucking clean ass podcast studio to you guys, but this is a fucking train wreck.
Right. Where did Kenny put his lube when he was here last time?
He brings a cart for it.
He wheels it in.
It's got a wheelbarrow.
Well, the champ, did he go down?
What's the ABV on this? What you say? It's 8 something. 8.8. So Martine and I split a beer right before this, another Pure project. It was 8.6.
That was good. That was a collab, right?
8.8 with Equilibrium. Have you had much of their beer?
Must have been good. More recently with the the bottle shop recently got a lot more with COVID and stuff, and they get these drops that I kind of asked them like, hey, let me know when you get these drops. They're like, well, it's just kind of they call them and say, hey, you want these beers? And they kind of just.
Oh, they call you specific?
No, they call the bottle shop, say, hey, we got a drop off. Or sometimes they just drop the beers off with that. And they don't even know.
Oh, nice.
So I've been able to get some Equilibrium here and there.
Where are they?
Silmar.
Oh, okay. You've never been there to the actual brewery?
No, that's
He fights.
No.
I'll fuck him up. We'll come back.
He fights, I'll fuck him up.
Wait, it's over?
yeah. He won.
But if nothing else, he's watching. You're going to see a big fight with this guy soon. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
So did he win the belt, or was that just like
he
a
won the
prop? Okay, okay.
Why is the,
So that's another thing. The Rough N Rowdy's got belts now.
not a very attractive belt, just like a
That's what I'm saying.
It's a black leather belt from JCPenney.
yeah.
I thought it might have been just a prop for him. I wasn't sure if it was for real.
Did you guys eat before you came over here?
I had a little bit something
I got pizza out there,
earlier.
so maybe we can peel off one at a time and get pizza.
Oh yeah. You know how I feel about pizza.
I don't, but the listeners don't. How do you feel about pizza,
I
Martin?
can never say no.
That's how I am, man.
Never. I could be stuffed. I could be full.
And just keep cramming.
And somebody
it
would come in with a, Little Caesars, and I'm grabbing a slice. I have to.
yeah, it's like an obligation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got
It's not really an obligation, right? Just more like you have to.
when you're built like me, it's not an obligation.
Just with guys at work, they'll be dead, just ate full, and then like someone brings lunch, and it's just you just got to do it.
Got to do it. Got to do it.
And tried to drive out on his motorcycle. Milkman does deliver. I mean, I always love watching him fight.
The milkman does deliver.
They're both 1-1 in this fight.
So, you guys feel free to go get pizza if you want it. I'm going to give you one chance to go before I do, and then I'm going to go.
All right.
Like Martin said, he can't turn it away. Look at that suit, dude. Look at that suit. Martin, look at that suit he's wearing.
Oh, never mind.
It was like dollar bills, right?
The milkman.
Milkman cometh.
All right, so Milkman lost. I eat ass in Miami, which was.
I eat ass in
So-
Miami.
Can
The
you
Money Man
see?
won his last fight, so he's coming off a win. Who would he lose to? I'm not sure. Who
For some reason, my Twitch is kind of
Shit's at.
Mine's good, dude. Look,
Everyone does lose. All right,
that's mine right there.
okay.
Still got Swoggle coming up. I know a ton of people in the wrestling industry.
There's one person watching, which is weird because two people watching right now. One is
Because I got a guy watching, but he says he can't
He's
see
getting on
it.
his bike. He's getting on his motorcycle.
You can only hear it.
What's his name? What's his IG
Oh, hold
or
on.
his?
Here we go. Okay. Always into the theatrics.
He was at the phone meeting the other day.
Look at this motherfucker right here is rolling into the fights with a frickin' on a Harley.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with my app. It's kind of
Your Twitch app?
it's acting weird. Yeah,
We got a little American badass Undertaker.
There's
I think it
I
might just be mine.
there's I Gamino
Yeah,
and
That's him.
Beverick. Okay, what's up?
Lewis.
That's Lewis. Oh, I know
L.
Lewis. Yeah. What's up, man? Get in the chat and talk some shit with us. As long as you can get the video playing.
Or you can still hear it, so fuck it.
Yeah, you don't need to see our ugly asses. We're not playing the video of the frickin' of the.
Yeah, because my I don't know what the hell it was showing it.
Yeah, mine looks fine. I've got it logged up on my phone just so I can see it and make sure it's good. But
Shows that I'm on, right?
yeah, I got because you're one of the VIPs. You and Martin are the
Oh
VIP
man, I feel
viewers.
special.
Don't let it go to your head, brother. That was funny last night on Art's stream. Him trying to figure out your name.
Oh,
What was he calling you?
Josh Ree.
Josh.
I'm Josh Ree.
Because I was like, I kept interjecting that. Like, that's my boy Josh.
Yeah.
Because at first he was saying Jose Ray,
Josh
Josery.
I was like, close enough.
Whatever. So if you are watching on Twitch, make sure you follow the I'm Not Kevin Twitch stream so
Yeah.
you'll be notified when we're streaming again.
Art could call me whatever he wants.
Oh, there's Lewis.
He was a big part of my young manhood.
You know what? Stand by on that. But so Lewis just said I can hear it as soon as I go to the app. It stops playing. Hey, if you have a Fire Stick, there you go, Martin. If you have a Fire Stick on your TV, you can download the Twitch app and actually watch it on your TV. So just an FYI, you just got to log into your account and probably do like a verification shit or whatever, typical stuff. But if you're having trouble, you might try the Fire Stick. So when he's typing, there's no sound or video. That's pretty bizarre. You're talking about Art Man being part of your adolescence.
Yeah.
He was telling me today, actually, when I talked to him, that somebody else was the guy that runs Testacuzzi. So you know Testacuzzi. Do you know
Yeah.
Testacuzzi
No.
is this company? You don't know Testacuzzi?
I guess I don't.
Testacuzzi is this. It's. I would say it's a novelty product, but maybe not. It's basically a jacuzzi for your balls.
Okay.
So somehow, when I say somehow, you'll know why. They hooked up with Art, man, and they're they're the sponsor of the show, and they sent him a couple of them, and he's demonstrated a couple times. He hasn't shown his nuts on the fucking stream, but he has done like the from cameras here, and he's doing the dunking his nuts in the fucking
Going
thing.
into the
But
jacuzzi.
it's a little jacuzzi, you know, so big, and you fill it up with water, and it blows bubbles and shit, right? And you're supposed to dunk your nuts in it.
And
That's the idea. So there was a thing back a while back that was like you get a straw and you put your balls in a cup of water and your girl blows on it, right? It was called something. There was a name for it. I don't remember what it's called.
I don't know about that.
Must be a white guy thing, but. I think that's probably where the joke came from.
That's when you're searching through Urban Dictionary and just typing random things.
Yeah. And this guy made them.
Okay.
He made an automatic one. And so he became a sponsor of the stream. And then when I was talking to Art today, we were talking about, because he was talking about possibly coming up here. And he said, we were talking about because next weekend in Lake Havasu, there's a big rockabilly car show and concert thing. And they're all going to be there. So Art's going to be there streaming all over the place, like his old school shit. If you think about Art Man from back in the day, that's his goal, is to be streaming live,
Yeah.
roaming around the fucking thing with all these crazy people. Well, this dude from Testacuzzi, he's bringing his boat to go on the river, and some girls and a bunch of fucking Testacuzzis and all this shit, and they're gonna do. They're gonna see how far they can take it, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, that fucking guy sounds awesome. Like, as he's talking about the guy, and he goes, he credits me for bringing him up, like giving him all this, kind of what you're saying. That he credits, he tells me that he goes, not to brag or anything, but he's like, you got me through like adolescence with all the shit, your old content and stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. There's your. Oh, there's supposed to be a couple of pregnant girls on the Ring Girls tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, if you're into pregnant girls, that's the.
There might have been one a couple fights ago.
No, she was just shaped. She was shaped like that. I'm just kidding. Are you getting pizza?
Yeah, might as well.
Better go get you some.
Heck yeah. So here's a little
Well, something.
something I found at the store, Modern Times. I'm always keeping an eye out for them. And of course, I recognize the label almost
So do
automatically.
So I was at Modern Times. No, I was not at Modern. I wish I was at Modern Times. I was at a liquor store that I go to quite a bit today, thinking I'm just going to swing by. I knew I had good beer in the fridge that I could share tonight, but I'm always checking. We just got to look, and they get a fair amount of Modern Times. But the last couple times I've been in there, it hasn't been like new shit. And I went there today, and I looked at the thing of the shelf, and I looked at every single, at least the front ones, every single one they had, and none of them were made in this year.
Really?
I was so.
What about that one?
They didn't have this.
Oh,
They did not have this.
Okay.
So this is.
is there a date on that one?
Protocosmosis is dated 3/3 of 21.
Okay.
So this is the tall boy too. Tropical Galaxy IPA. Have you had it?
I had one. I bought 2 cans. I had the first one, and I'm like, I need to hold on to this. I want to share it with Sean and whoever ends up showing up at the end of the week.
Whoever shows up, whatever random dude shows up.
Yeah, because I got it, Tuesday, and I wasn't sure.
It's cold as fuck too.
You're welcome.
What is that hop in there? I recognize that.
Let me see. So the label, I like how the beers that we end up getting out here, they actually come with a lot of information. They always show the grain bill, what it consists of.
When you said the beers, you mean the Modern Time beers?
The Modern Time beers that we get out
they,
here,
They put the whole recipe up, right?
almost, pretty much.
Except for Times.
Right. So this one features Galaxy, Altinum, and Centennial. Those are the 3 hops that are featured.
What's that middle one? Say it again.
Altinum? I don't know. You're Caucasian.
I'm gonna fuck it up too.
Altanum?
Autumn? AHTANUM. Maybe we got to ask the president of the local home brewer club
Yeah, when he gets back.
when he gets back with pizza.
Yeah, he'll know.
Because there's a there's a nose and a flavor that I recognize, and I thought it was hops. But none of those are, the Galaxy and Centennial are definitely not what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But Autumn, I don't know.
It reminds me more of like a Simcoe. To me.
Like a, when you say Simcoe hop?
Yeah, it's Simcoe hops.
Because like Citra Simcoe, that's Citra and Simcoe.
Mm-hmm.
There's a beer that uses Centennial and Citra, but not Simcoe, right? Interesting. It's a little malty too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the malts featured on this one are 2-row, Carapils, Vienna, and Munich. So the Vienna and Munich are going to add some of that flavor.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
What's the ABV?
It is. Oh, it's light. It's 7.2.
Light for this fucking crew.
Light compared to what we've had.
Oh, here comes the winner. This fight was boring. These guys actually had boxing pants on. And,
oh, they went all the way through, huh?
yeah. They went to a decision. One dude kind of like, he's wearing like shorts like he was being a Samoan. His whole crew's got the shirts with the $100 bills on them.
The Benjis.
Hey, Lewis, you still in the chat? Did you figure your shit out yet? Have you had this beer before? And do you recognize that hop? I'll leave you with that. I'm going to go get pizza. Don't start eating.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Probably.
When it comes to, yeah.
Here with Scary Barry, the money man. It seems like you're just.
Well, I guess I'm going to have it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was telling Sean, I ran into it, and I grabbed 2 cans. And I had the first one. I was planning on having both, but then once I had the first one and I really enjoyed it, I decided to hold on to the second one and bring it here.
Thanks for that.
So what Sean was asking about is, you know how these modern time cans, they tell you what hops they put in and the grain bill, pretty much. So we were trying to figure out that middle hop. How do you say that?
You could take it to the bank. Back to you guys.
Yeah, and those are the guys who need more rounds.
Is that an H?
Yeah.
Atinum? I don't know.
Yeah. See, that's one I'm not familiar with either. So I don't know if maybe listeners can help us. But so Josh isn't familiar with that hop.
But can he pronounce it?
How do we know? How do we even know we're pronouncing it right?
That's what Google's for. Lewis is still having struggles.
No,
Can't figure it out, he says. Fucking sucks.
well, I'm finally on the right screen because I was playing the old cast, not the live cast, for some reason.
Staying healthy and putting down those mamitas. Everything should be good. Congratulations on going out like a champ.
Now you guys get to listen to us eat.
Yeah.
The milkman, ladies and gentlemen. Get a hot dog.
Is that your pile of meat on the side of the pizza?
I know where the trash can, so I just put it.
Yeah, put it aside.
Fine. Your dog was waiting for me to drop it.
For sure.
So you don't eat pork either?
Nah.
Okay.
Oh, ham sometimes. Thanksgiving.
Bacon?
Double wide beat down, son. I'm coming to beat your motherfucking ass. Teleport! I don't like hurting people.
Trailer park, hell yeah.
If I have to, I will.
Why is that something bad? I don't eat bacon.
No. I was just asking. Because I mean, you've said before you don't eat red meat, and I was just kind of curious if that was a little bit more than that.
Yeah, it just kind of came with the package. Like, I just won't eat pork either.
Yeah.
Or sometimes,
But turkey.
She's at 5'8". That might
Just
be
white
better.
meat.
This could be a height issue for shit.
I'll eat poultry.
All the
That's
poultries.
the word I was looking for.
All the birds. She's not pregnant. She'll be pregnant probably tonight, but she ain't right now.
The guy is taller. So that could
You can see the quality of the, everything that goes with the match. The higher profile fights, the better quality everything.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You see some of the
Yeah, they
other.
definitely stack the girls in a certain spot
Yeah.
in the lineup, right?
Let's get Shizat in here.
I don't know what all that commotion is.
Devlin puts in a lot of work. Shout out Devlin.
All these guys are talking shit with each other too, huh?
Here comes Shizat. Look at him.
I like the dance moves by dude waiting to come out. Dance is almost as good as me.
Was that you out there by the pool?
You know Shizat likes to have a good time in the ring and on the way to the ring. He's always dancing his way out to the ring.
Did you guys like my backflip story on Instagram?
Everybody thought, damn, Sean, I didn't know you had that talent.
What'd Joey say? It looks like Sean. It's like, fuck, I don't have that six pack. I drink too much beer.
Not for Shizat.
His tagline comes
I mean, this dude looks like he wants to sock him in the face right now. See him?
His
Right
friend?
next to him? Yeah.
Yeah.
He just fought, right?
He did, yeah.
And he's sporting a new chest tattoo, his own logo, and it says R&R on there.
I love that.
What do you think about that
So
beer, Josh?
committed to Rough N Rowdy, got it inked on
I haven't
the
tried it
back.
yet.
Oh, they're the same height. I like that. They're right at each other. Dan.
Still trying to figure out how to pronounce it.
Well, in the card it says he's a little bigger. I mean, they just yeah.
Hopefully someone can help us.
Because the grain bill has kind of, I mean, it's basically kind of a German beer grain bill, right?
Yeah.
This feels like it's big.
And I'm going to say this right. I don't have to say now or after. Because
Where'd you get it at?
This was Trader Joe's. So last time we met at the homebrew meeting, John A.G. told me, he's like, hey, if you want Integrin, go to Trader Joe's. They always have it. So I just happened to be nearby. I swung in. They didn't have Integrin. So I just looked at what they had available. They had this. And they had some other brand I never seen before. So I grabbed the 6-pack of that. But yeah, they had this.
What I was telling Martine was
But he's an entertainer. He said
that's like a month and a half old, maybe.
Yeah.
Place I go get beer sometimes. They usually have a fair amount of modern times. I went over there today to check. Not one thing was this year. The date on the bottom.
Oh, really?
It was all 2020.
which may not bode well. Back of the head.
Uh-oh.
Stunned of so much power.
Was that in between mine and your place?
behind the ear, it throws off your equilibrium.
Big time hit him behind the head.
Technically, yeah, I guess. It's closer to my place than your place.
Yep, round over.
It's not that far from me.
American?
Spit this out.
Yeah,
like a bonus.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes, I love that.
So if a fight...
We're like, I monitor. Like, is it?
So they have a different ring girl for every round.
I don't know.
I mean, it looks like they're bringing another girl out. I'm like, if a fight doesn't go all the way through, there could be a ring girl number 3 that never gets to get on. What does she do?
This one just holds the belt. No, because I seen her in the other fights too, holding the belt.
She's assigned a
She's the belt.
belt holder.
She's the belt queen.
Okay.
Interesting.
Why they got a doctor in
I was gonna say,
there?
is that the doctor?
He's like
They're
saying-
checking on him?
Yeah, he's like saying no.
Oh, come on, bro.
This kid's done. He's done.
He got knocked down once.
What do you say? Give Trailer Park credit. That's his name.
Yep.
You said it earlier, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he was talking shit. He got hit too.
What's up, bitch? What's up?
Yeah, stop looking at the floor, kid.
I think she's actually just a little too quick for him, where he just can't. His eyes, can't time him up. I thought he was doing the six.
All of them. Do they choose to wear the nut guard? Or what?
He's arguing with the ref. Look at him. He's arguing with the ref.
Man, this dude's done already. He's like, hey, I fucked you up there. No hard feelings.
Did he? What did he do?
Then the ref stopped it. Where was that patching at during the fight?
Wow.
That's not me.
Now
Do
he's
they
got
wear
energy.
their own wardrobe because see how he has the nut guard on.
See him knocked out. We saw him squinting his eyes, and that could lead to an early sign of a concussion.
They just handed off the gloves.
Pass
Rip
it.
him right off him.
No, his nut guard. Do they wear that during? That's I didn't really notice, but I see him because he's wearing it on the outside.
That's Rough and Rowdy mandatory.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
I don't know.
Right.
Well, at the same time, I felt like that fight could have been stopped going into the second.
So he got TKO'd.
Mhm.
Uh-oh, Mama's trying to help too.
With all these events, man, I just wonder how many backstage fights go on. In situations like this, he's still hot. They're probably all in the same locker room.
They're all warming up in the same alley.
Mm-hmm.
And half those dudes are on meth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the sign of a true artist. That's like Jason Derulo.
Signed off with his own
Let
name.
everyone
Yeah.
know that's your name.
He's got a sign off.
Right.
I got to agree with him. That was a very premature stoppage.
Premature. The dude was getting rocked all fight.
Well, they had the doctor in there for him once, right?
He looked like Joey Diaz too. The doctor. Yeah, Joey Diaz checking on you.
Get back in there, cocksucker.
So how the hell she got a belt on?
Let me see. Let me look at you.
Did she win a belt? She fought earlier, right? Did they give her a
Well,
belt?
that's the belt for the green girl. I'm kidding.
I tend to agree with
The
you.
last one, though, one of the ring girls was a
Over
fighter.
the course of your career, and also over the course of the night, that this can mean war.
I'm gonna go make myself a belt like that and just carry it everywhere.
I'm the podcast king. So I was telling the guys before we started the podcast, I did a little pregame at the new Irish pub on the Northwest. It's McGarry's Irish pub. I don't know if that's the official name, but it's
Yeah, I think it is. McGarry's.
and it's right there at where El Portal is at Brimhall and Callaway.
Mhm.
A couple doors down to the north. It used to be a hookah lounge, and now it's a Irish pub.
Okay, yeah, it's on the corner.
Well, that's where that whole shopping center is. There used to be on the actual corner is a sushi place,
Now it's okay, yeah.
and then there's like a yoga place and a tan place. I don't know what all's in there, but then one of those little spots is a Irish pub. It's super nice. I mean, they really cleaned it up, and I mean, it looks like a brand new spot. I mean, it is. They really gutted it.
Man, this seems like this area is just right here by your house, right there on the corner. Everything. Well, the new bootleggers and
You got bootleggers. You got gin sushi.
Rancho
you got
Grande.
the Rancho Grande. I was talking to. I haven't seen it, but I was talking to a guy I work with that he doesn't live far from here, and his kid is in that 13 to 15 kind of age range, and I guess there's a whole fucking bunch of them that run around all this whole area out here on side by sides and golf carts and shit, and they all end up. He goes, we were over here having drinks the other night, and they were going through the drive-through at the fucking thing in one of those things. I just can't imagine that when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And if we were driving shit like that around, we were trying to be hidden.
Yeah.
We weren't making ourselves seen. That looks like what's his name? The rapper. What's the fuck is his name? Action Jackson. What's his name? Action Johnson.
Bronson.
Action. There you go.
Yo, he lost a lot of weight.
A lot of weight.
He lost a lot of weight.
Like 130 pounds.
A ton. Yes. He lost a high school kid.
Or a wife. He looks just like him. A fucking cute little man bun.
I thought he was wearing Timberland boots.
Red
for a
Glow
second.
Skull, what's up? Let's go. High five, ass fuck, cheers, hell yeah. Thank you, brother. Thanks for all the emojis. If you guys look in the chat, now that you guys are logged on, look in the chat. There's some new I'm Not Kevin custom emotes that you can tag and post those up. You'll recognize them.
Nice.
If we get more followers, we'll get more. Did you guys see them?
Yeah.
Use them. Shit. You're in there. So Red Glow Skull, we're watching Rough N Rowdy fighting pay-per-view. Martine. No, that's not one of the ones. That's not one of the custom ones.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to get it
Oh,
myself.
oh, no, mine's locked.
You don't follow then. You gotta be a follower, man.
I do follow.
You know what's weird? Because it was saying for me to subscribe, and I am a subscriber.
Yeah, see?
Yours.
That's just me trying to get more money.
Mm.
No, I don't think that's the case. So there's this one, and there's this one. There you go. This is the same. So Red Glow Skull was watching us when we watched the Conseco fights. It's the same organization. Conseco is not fighting tonight. I don't know who the. I don't think the main event is like a. Is it a celebrity fight, Josh? Do you know?
This one, I'm not too sure.
But it's a huge card. They have a lot of fights.
That little guy might be the celebrity.
Yeah, they got a couple little guys fighting.
Yeah.
The little yoked ass midget.
Now,
Yeah.
did you see him doing
Yeah.
lifting?
Uh huh.
No, he's
He's fighting tonight.
yeah. So the new emotes, I just posted them in there. That's a Kenny and a Joey.
Yeah. The Kenny and the Joey. So next is the Oh Honey or
Well,
okay, I see him. Yeah.
if so, the way Twitch works is you get custom emotes when you get more followers or whatever, more action in the community. So if we get more followers, we'll get more emotes, and
nice.
you too may become an emote.
There you go.
I'll emote you.
You almost got me, brother.
Mine's just a cactus. The nopal.
Prickly penis.
Watch out.
Watch out. It's a ring girl time. Use the water. Gotta hydrate.
Yeah, so you guys watching, you'll notice all of our eyes will shoot in one direction all of a sudden, and it's when the ring girls are out.
Yeah, it's usually ring girl time.
Just FYI.
I wish I could share this shit for you. Could I do it if I was... Nah, I'm not going to do it.
Don't risk it.
Get myself in trouble.
Don't risk it.
I'll lose all my emotes.
We're taking the Joey back.
Yeah. No more Joey for
Where's
you.
this taking place at?
Ooh, good question. Florida? Let's see. Left nostril leaking.
Yeah, one guy got Timberlands on, one guy got some
West-
KDs on.
This is in Morgantown, West Virginia.
Okay.
There's the little guys. Yeah, that's awesome.
So these guys heavyweights?
This motherfucker's huge.
Yeah.
Red Glow Skull, are you watching? Are you
That's
gonna-
that's a big dude.
He's just looking for that one right hand. He just keeps cocking it back, waiting for somebody to take it. It's $20, man. It's worth it because these guys are worth
It's like
laughing
the same
at.
rep too, huh?
Yeah, he's got a full-time job. He's gonna get like 10 hours tonight.
Yeah.
What's nopal salad? Oh, that's that cactus salad.
Yeah. Just a cold salad you can enjoy.
There you go.
You guys want some homebrew?
Yes, if you brought homebrew, let's do it. We're all empty right now.
I think we have maybe Sarah will picture in a picture, okay?
We were supposed to have another guy on tonight, a new guy, but he realized he had another obligation last night.
Oh, forgot.
I guess. He was so excited too. This dude really, really wants to come on the show.
It just depends on how you promote yourself and how you handle it in the ring.
How many times have you won the ring girl
I mean, that's like me every time I get invited.
We don't put enough
So I feel him. I feel him.
to, but I'm pretty sure it's in double digits.
A humble superstar. Back to you guys.
She say double D's or double digits?
Double D's.
Let's go back to them.
Yeah, Sarah.
Oh, pregnant one. Oh, that's a pregnant one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Look at the pregnant one in the freaking
Oh man.
in the freaking negligee
In the Lingieri.
in the Ligeri.
Wow.
She's not going anywhere. She's going to the hospital
Hey,
tonight.
y'all better help her down that ring because
Yeah.
it could be
Damn,
dangerous.
she's
Oh,
ready.
there you go.
She's
See,
ready to go.
someone's
She's
getting
right
help.
up. The water. Look at the water in the ring. That was her water breaking.
You know.
So it's undercarbed. I kegged it on Wednesday.
Okay.
So this is day 3 into carbonation, but
Red Glow Skull said pregnant. She's fighting? No, she's a ring girl, man. She's a ring girl.
she's helping everybody out.
You kegged it on when?
Wednesday. So 3 days
Okay,
ago.
yeah. So yeah, it's hard to get good carbonation.
Yeah.
You can spin it out of it a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see it. It'll pop up. So this is the one where I put in an extra pound of Pilsner.
Okay.
So it ended up a little bit over 6%, which I always shoot for like 5.5.
Is this your wheat base? Or your
No, you know
nine-
what? This one, I had 10 pounds of Pilsner left, so I wanted to use that pretty much for the base, which is why I'm thinking it's not as murky as like if I would have used 2-row. But that Pilsner was getting old, so I was like, all right, I got to use it.
Yeah.
I got to use most of it. So I threw that in there.
What's the
And
ABV on it?
6.6 actually.
Lightest beer of the night so far.
Yeah. And that's what I shoot. I mean, I shoot for something light to have at home. So
Yeah. Breakfast beer, right?
yeah, I'm gonna have a couple more. If I start at noon like Josh, then I'm gonna go with these.
I had a few during, but you sweat it out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, if you're working, hell yeah.
Tastes good though. It's clean. Tastes clean. That'd be really interesting to see what it turns out when it's carbonated, when it's nice and fully carved.
Nice and fully carved, yeah.
Because it doesn't want to bring out the nose and stuff with it
You
right
gotta
now.
get that profile though, that Pilsner.
Yeah.
Just in there. Is that another pregnant one?
She's pregnant in the back.
Yeah.
She looked pregnant from behind.
I know.
Red Glow Skull said when I said she was pregnant, she's a ring girl. He's like, even worse. Like he'd rather see her fighting. rather see the fucking the pregnant girl fighting. This dude looks like the he looks like the Great White North of the version of the Action Bronson.
So he knocked you down in the first round. What was he hitting you with?
He posted Red Glow Skull posted a picture of it looks like what's his name from what's the dad from
Peter
from
Peter Griffin.
Peter. They all had to look at their phones because I couldn't think of what you posted. I think they just enjoyed seeing me throw hands.
He's a big boy and he can wiggle.
Oh, he kept throwing them too.
And he won, right?
They both dropped each other in the first round, it seemed like, and then after that, just kind of.
I think a lot of it's cardio in this at this right. Charlie Shing Dong Hands is in the chat. Looks like.
Oh, nice. Thanks for joining.
Charlie Shing Dong Hands. That name come from a art man story. He's a regular art man, just like Red Glow Skull and some of these other dudes.
Oh well, he did lose.
Oh, big dude lost.
Oh, because they're like he greeted. Yeah, maybe.
There's more pizza out there, Martine.
I know.
It's calling my name.
I'm pacing myself. So this has become like just us hanging out, pizza, beer, watching some fights.
This is what we'd be doing anyway, right?
Heck yeah.
I don't think there are any celebrities fighting Red Glow. Let's look actually. Let's see if we can go to the Rough N Rowdy
It's like
card.
they got the like this dude that I don't know what the hell he is that's sitting on the ring. They're like carnies on that kind of.
Yeah, they're kind of like carnies. That's a good way to describe it. Let's see. It's hard to tell what their order for the fight card is because it's not terribly clear. Because we already saw the milkman and the $100 bill dude, right?
Oh yeah, it's 2 belts. Look at this guy.
And we just saw the big dude. Okay, so the next is going to be if this is the
heavy hitter. Oh, there you go.
humping the fucking row machine or what?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that dude.
Is this Trapzilla and Lights Out? That dude's kind of big. Okay,
Yeah.
so Trapzilla and Lights Out are coming up next. That's a lot of friggin' cake right there.
A lot of jiggle.
A lot of jiggle. And that's just Josh getting up to get pizza.
I know.
Hand up. That's, I mean, we were promoting almost tournament.
That's a big dude.
The champion hasn't lost. Yeah.
He's looking for one easy shot, right?
One round.
Yeah.
He doesn't want. Yeah.
Those little videos, he looked kind of small. Those kind of
Oh, really?
deceptive. Yeah,
I was comparing him
he
to
looked
the
short.
I was comparing him to the jiggly ass that was walking around him.
This must be Trapzilla right here.
No celebrities fighting, but we do have Swoggle and Dynamite, the 4'5" and 4'4" dudes fighting. I'm
Are they the headliners? Or?
I think they must be because the list I thought was longer than this, but their website is I wouldn't say it's not UFC quality. That's what I would say. It's hard to get a clear understanding. And I think
The other guy's Trapzilla. The one with the smaller traps.
I think the
He's a pretty big dude.
All right, come
I
on.
mean, he's really tall, right? He's well, one dude's 5'10", one dude's 6 foot. I do not think the short guy is the height that he says he is, because there looks like there's not a 2-inch difference between these dudes, right?
It's a couple more.
The dude in the neon yellow shoes and socks is like at least 6 foot something, and the other dude is like my height.
So Josh, as a MMA fanatic, does it bug you to watch these guys?
No.
No?
You gotta, you know what's the level,
The caliber?
fighters? Yeah, the caliber. So it's just it's all even playing field. You know, get what I'm
Well,
expecting.
he just jumped down on the ground by himself.
Yeah.
Don't drop yourself.
tripped over his foot.
He tripped over his left foot. Do you see any of these guys going to the UFC, Josh?
Nah.
Maybe
Going to watch.
maybe the guy in the Superman shirt right there.
The ring guy.
Yeah.
That's the any of the ring girls. You think, see any ring girls going to the UFC?
No, they don't. A lot of these girls are pretty like natural, right? Like
Yeah.
the UFC girls are.
Are why are they zooming in on that guy who's crotch?
I know, right?
They're built different.
Yeah.
Oh,
He took a dive like like in the movies, like a dive.
can I have the cap for the growler?
Oh yes. I wasn't saving it for any particular reason.
Give me my cap.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, all right, now get the hell out of the ring.
You think she bought those shorts like that, or do you think she cut them?
She's wearing like a bathing suit, just with shorts on.
Yeah, because she's not confident about her booty. Is just my guess. All right, Red Glow Skull men spinners. Where'd the 4-foot dudes go? I think they must be the headliner, because when I looked yesterday, when I was first looking at this, Sonny Liston style, I want to say the fight list was much longer. The card was much longer than what it is now.
So this would be fitting to be the co-main event, right? These giant dudes, and then the main event, the little short guys.
Go as big as you can, then go as little as you can.
Yeah.
So I thought he just almost pushed him out of the ring. Fucking guy almost fell out of the ring. Is this 3 rounds or 2 rounds that they go? Do you remember?
I think it's 3.
Yeah. So there's like 20 seconds left in this round.
Oh.
First punch that landed.
Oh, he caught him too. They're starting to land this round.
They're so gassed.
Because they're getting
huh?
tired.
Yeah.
They're tired,
They don't got their
yeah.
hands up.
How'd that dude get that big old strawberry in his back?
Probably when he tripped over his foot.
He fell
dropped
down.
himself.
He landed on the ref's foot shoe.
Oh.
Dude, if you call yourself Trapzilla, you gotta have some traps.
You got to build some traps.
Yeah.
I don't see either one of these dudes be calling Trapzilla.
You know what I'm saying about his beard? I think he might.
Beardzilla?
Talking about his
Yeah,
beard.
Beardzilla
probably
maybe.
would
That'd
fit.
be- yeah. He almost slid out of the ring. Right?
Oh, it's fight's over?
Boom!
Right now they're saying it's done.
That dude is whiter than I am.
Yeah, he's white.
Oh,
So they just went to 2 ring girls per.
It's who? So the fight's over? This guy lost, or what's
I
going
don't
on?
know
Yeah.
what they're doing.
I guess
He
it
quit.
is.
He quit. That girl's got some
Trapzilla quit.
big old eyes.
Are those maternity?
That's a maternity.
Where do you buy maternity lingerie?
I know, right? I just want to know what the hell happened to this guy. He sat down. He didn't want to fight no more.
Wow.
Must have got that last.
Hey, do you
hit.
think?
He took a
Do you
good
think
shot at the very
the
end?
girl on the right? Do you think that was originally a thong or a what do you call that?
Shorts.
It was shorts.
It was,
Her booty ate it.
They were cheeky shorts. They got ate up.
Ate up her booty.
Mm-hmm.
Pregnant girl. She might fucking deliver tonight.
God, she's scaring me.
If
She's moving way too much.
If
She's
if her water breaks, that'll be the main event.
good
What
Lord.
happened to this dude? I just want to know what happened. Because he took a good shot at the very end, but
Not that.
no, not nut. But he took a shot, but I don't know why this guy.
He was kind of limping. Maybe he twisted his ankle when he fell down and almost got slid out of the ring.
Continually
Probably just tired. He doesn't want to admit it.
Come on.
He
bro.
looked tired. He was breathing out of his mouth and shit. This dude is not 5'10", right?
This guy, just
Lights out Lang.
What goes through your head as you begin a fight like that?
Hey, Red Glow, can you hear the audio on the stream?
Maybe a lot slower than he was. I didn't win the way I wanted to. Yeah, he quit on the stool, but I wanted to knock him out.
What is he about his stool?
I did that good.
Quitting the stool.
I fucking won, so whatever. Fucking silver champ.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Seems like nobody can handle Bobby Lang. Can anybody handle?
Why all these guys got accents for no reason, right?
West Virginia? That doesn't sound like West Virginia.
Got WWE guys fighting tonight? Wait, how about this? Are you WWE guys fucking watching your boy? You're all
Great.
fucking
Oh, there's someone WWE.
Oh, so
fighting?
there is more. So I don't even know who that is.
Huh.
Champ,
Champ, motherfucker. Sounds like fucking, what's his name from, what's his name from, what's that movie? The smart guy. Oh shit! I had a good joke and I just fucked it up 'cause I can't remember shit.
It'll come to you.
Yeah, tomorrow when you guys are gone.
He's going to try to tell Tanya, and she's like,
She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
all right.
I haven't watched enough of these. Does like off the wall shit ever happen? Like someone try to pick a fight with the commentator, or
I haven't seen that, but this dude right here, sometimes he wears some wild shit. He's got the really long, like, flowing mane of hair. Oh, he's calling out the guy that just fought.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you qualified?
I'm the baddest dude around, bro. Not only do I got the look, I got skill.
He looks just like those other dudes.
The
His bald
look.
head.
I got the look. He just does his eyebrows a little bit. And
I got,
Yeah.
but he's got earrings too.
yeah.
He got his eyebrows threaded, so he's good.
He's got his eyebrows threaded.
Yep.
Look at, ooh, he flexed.
He's got the flavor saver. Yeah, he's qualified.
The flavors.
He's qualified.
He's one of the people that is in the corners.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
so
got
a
a
good
juice.
fighter.
Yeah, I mean, I nice call out. You got to fight
The dude on the right, if you watch Twitch a lot, you'll stumble across this dude called
All right, so here we go.
Uncle,
Championship fight.
what the fuck's his name? I gotta find him.
Uncle Jimmy?
No, that's different. That's a different show. They don't let that guy on Twitch anymore. Uncle or fuck.
Uncle Jimmy.
That's Kenny's buddy.
Shout out to Kenny.
Oh, there's a little
Look at
bitch
this
I was
guy.
talking about.
Look at that motherfucker, dude.
Joke, man.
Yeah, no, he's tough.
That's Trapzilla.
He's more Trapzilla.
He's got bigger traps than the monster did. You couldn't lift my
Oh,
wallet.
is that what he is? He's a wrestler?
Oh, wow.
Is that the WWE guy?
He was a little leprechaun dude a couple years back.
Oh,
He was like the little mascot for someone else.
The Uncle Joe show. That dude on the right looks just like Uncle
He
Joe.
said he's a future WWE Hall of Famer, this guy, or the other guy.
Before, he said, I've never even been punched in the face before.
He looks like he's standing
Oh,
on
so
the
he's
campfire.
never, this guy's never fought. They said he's never been punched in the face, like, for real.
The Uncle Joe. Thanks, Red Glow Skull. The Uncle Joe show. The dude on the right, on the commentators and the ringside guys, he looks just like Uncle Joe. And it's this dude. He dresses like him. He always wears like fucking leisure suits and shit. And he has a full on Twitch show where he gets on. He smokes weed and just gets fucking blasted. He makes music sometimes. Sometimes he has video games.
You see the way he had to swing his legs and get in there?
Which rope did he go under?
He didn't go under any rope. Just
He just stepped in.
yeah.
He just fit.
He did a good job of promoting it too. He went on wrestling. He went on part.
Yeah, dude is
They
crazy.
should have
for
a
sure.
midget ring girl.
Oh,
That would
yeah,
be appropriate,
that would-
right?
Yeah,
That would
exactly.
be appropriate.
The
I mean,
midget, midget ref, midget everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of the commentators.
Yeah. Just,
They are throwing variety out, so
Yeah.
oh, this dude.
This is the dude that's buff, right?
Yeah.
And he's holy shit. Did you already said he could squat over 700 pounds? You believe that?
I see some of these, what do you want to call them? Little people?
Mm-hmm.
I see some that, like, put up some weight. I think what it is just that they're so, like, stocky.
compact.
Yeah,
Right,
compact.
right.
And there's limited movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their squat is not nearly
They're
what ours
real-
I was gonna
very,
say
very, very short range of motion.
Their range that they have to move is
It's
a
still
little
got.
bit-
It's still dedication.
Yeah.
Just in the sense of.
I mean, imagine just holding that weight
I mean,
on
you could
your
look like
shoulder.
this dude, right? You could look like the other dude.
yeah.
That's a feat.
Because I seen one. This guy I follow. He was doing a 225 incline for like reps, but
Nice.
it's
Yeah, little
like a half. 6.
You're like, why don't you go all the way up? And you're like, oh, that's all his army's got.
I know.
You're fucked up, Josh.
Swoggle.
Oshkosh.
Swoggle and Dynamite.
Damn, he's 145. He's pretty stocky. For what was he? 4'5".
Yeah, one dude's 4'4" and one dude's 4'5". I mean,
I think the other dude was 155.
Yeah, that is a little confusing, Dave.
Well, they're all sharing gloves, so
Imagine
Yeah.
just picking him up like
it's the only one's
just
a
a
fit.
little brick on a little solid.
Just why it just beats your ass the whole time.
ooh, that was
Yeah,
a
this is
good.
gonna be a short one.
It is a short one.
Uh-oh.
So I think I want to say the dude that is. Oh, he just pounded the midsection. Pounded the midsection.
Well, he came in hard with that first one.
He's dropping bombs. That dude's in the splits, isn't he?
Well, not even that, but this dude's like bow-legged and
Yeah.
no like.
He
balance.
can't even see through the hair. Look, he threw the
Oh,
fucking
he's
ref's
mad.
hand like.
Ooh, he's mad.
Ooh, look at that.
all right.
He threw that long ass hair back. The hair is as long as he is.
Now, Jeremy Smith has got the decision.
So if they get knocked down, do they count to 5 instead of 10?
No, I didn't get the rules.
No. Oh, come on, bro.
I wonder how hard I wonder how much power he could generate.
Yeah, but look at his back. His back is yoked, right?
Yeah. He's muscled up.
What the happened?
He turned around. So he was just facing that
Brown
dude's
did
back.
seem kind of short too, though, huh? Like the bell
I'm
reserve.
getting more pizza. I can't handle this shit.
Oh.
Can we just load up?
Do
What's
they-
next?
What do you want? Mystery beer? All right. Yeah, do they give him shorter
This
time
seemed
to
like
fight?
it was shorter time though. Like really,
It went really fast. So here we have I don't know if we have a mystery beer. I had my wife go out and get it, and the only instructions I gave her was this beer you got to pick by the can art only, exclusively, just the can art. Whatever caught your eye, whatever you thought was pretty attractive. So this is what she brought us. So it's wrapped in foil, so we can't see the label. We can't see any information on it. We just got to go by what we see, what we taste.
The rules of mystery beer.
So it's hazy, nice little hazy, which has kind of been like it's like an ongoing theme, right? Like hazy IPAs always got to have a catchy, an attractive label, crazy can art, something that pops.
Wow, that dude's not happy.
I don't know why they called it. He was fine. He was still in the
Might
fight.
have been a doctor thing, but they're saying he's never been like in an actual fight. That's all this guy does. It seems like. Once she should get on her knees to buckle that
And
up. on him.
help him
You
out.
see her? She's like this all the way.
We might need to get you security on the way out. I don't know. So I don't think he hates me, but he's giving me a look like
I can see this guy just doing something dumb.
and now this guy loves
Yeah. Being that sore loser.
Not with him, but yeah, not with him because he get whooped by him. But
So the organizers or something.
oh, that was a BMFM belt.
somebody very special.
Bad what?
Yes.
And he said he wasn't going to come in here like a
Bad motherfucker.
BMF.
Midget.
Oh, maybe.
You got some words for Dave and Dan down there. What are you saying to them?
Was he vaping?
Hey, is he? Is
I
he?
thought he was vaping.
I don't know. I was completely fucking fine. Completely fucking
He seemed fine.
think so. It's up to his discretion. I get that. That guy is by far the
Oh, he's champ.
I have ever
Good for him.
Wow, double champ.
Give him props too, right?
And that's
Yeah.
that's a better looking belt than all the other ones.
Because it's smaller, they can afford to spend a little bit more
A
on
little
it.
more bling on it.
Yeah.
fake world. I fucking tried. But you know what?
The ref thought it was done. The ref thought it was done. Dave, thank you very fucking much. I appreciate this. I appreciate this opportunity.
And he just jumps off the top turnbuckle right now.
Especially during a fucking pandemic, man. Thank you. Thank you, Barstool. Thank you, fucking everyone.
What's it like stepping into the Rough N Rowdy world?
Like no other, man. This is the hardest I've been training all my life.
Oh, wow.
I've been training all my life, and it's it. I wanted to prove that I could do this, that I could try to do this. I didn't fucking show myself the way I wanted to, but hey, at least
He's the WWE guy?
Yeah.
Hey, we'll have
Yeah.
you back anytime, Swoggle. Great work from a true champ.
Yeah, credit
And he got in his knee, though, huh?
People underestimate
Interview?
Like he said, he's been in the ring with
It almost
other,
fell off.
you know, small. This guy's a monster.
So what do you think about this beer?
Swoggle promoted it well. Did not just go
It's a hazy IPA.
Like a single, right?
Yeah. Well, it's nice and murky, so it's not. It doesn't really seem like a commercial kind of hazy.
Almost seems to be like a milkshake-ish
16-ounce can.
to me.
Yeah. Silver top. I mean, you can see part of the silver can still showing, so it could be just one of those stickers that just wraps around.
So you're saying it's not a Bud Light
Right.
hazy?
Hazy Bud.
He grew up. He said he's been in the ring with a lot of people. He said he's the most talented, fastest, strongest little person he's ever seen or been in the ring with in his life.
Yeah, Dave just in my ear, and he said
They're like eye to eye right now, right?
No, he's on his knee.
I know, John.
Or he's on his ass. Let's take a poll. Is he on his knee or his ass? Or is he sitting on his knee?
Yeah, no shit.
He's got him on his lap. Come here, let me interview.
But his head's still bigger than the other guy.
Come here, little guy.
the obvious question is
He's still pissed. Now you can see him.
Oh, yeah,
taking
he's
a
mad.
crap. He's like, fuck this shit.
He's mad.
No, I would like to fight more. You know, there's more dwarfs out there. I'd love to have more dwarfs in the sport.
Dwarfs?
Yeah, I think it's their actual. I think midgets are considered a derogatory now.
What happened to little people?
But like, he has like a. This dude has like a normal size torso, just with little arms and little legs. It seems like.
Yeah, because his chest and his back and everything's like big, and his overall length is, which I think
That helped him. Like the other midget, he just looked bow-legged and kind of.
yeah. But I think that's what maybe I'm gonna fuck this all up. But I think that's the characteristics of a dwarf. You know what I mean? Like torso and head are normal, but legs and arms are short.
Short, yeah.
And like I said, I'm gonna fuck that all up, and I'm not gonna be held
I used to
responsible
have
for that.
the old company I used to work at. The manager there, he had like a normal person, like maybe a big person upper body, but he had short legs, and he was like 5'8". But it just looked weird. Like
I'm
'cause
5'8".
He had long, but he had long arms. Like his his
Everything at
from the waist up should have been like maybe as tall as me or even tall. It was weird, but he had little legs and a big old melon.
Some dude just have big heads.
Yeah, and then he used to because he didn't want to fuck his hair up, so his hard hat he would get it real small just so it sits on top.
I remember those dudes.
Yeah.
I remember those dudes.
I have a coworker, they call him Torso. Because his legs are just super short.
Is he on the stream? Is he watching? No,
Not today.
And you got Hot Dog Man right here fighting next, or what?
What the fuck is that?
What's going on?
So this beer isn't bad.
No, not
I mean,
at all.
I think it's like a milkshake, or it has lactose in it.
It has something in it that's
Yeah.
it's different.
It has that.
I don't think it's-
profile of like a milkshake beer, milkshake IPA.
But not like the Illa Vanilla. It doesn't seem like it's that big milkshake wise to me.
They probably use it for the mouthfeel.
To get a little thickness.
That's just my opinion. It just
Thickness.
seems
Hey,
like
speaking of thickerness,
Back to the
There's,
ring girls.
yeah, there's
there's
a
a whole
bunch of
pile
them.
of thickerness.
No wonder why he
it's,
has a hot dog hat on.
I think she'll have a hot dog hat on later. Oh, this is the ring girl competition.
okay,
Number 3 is a big one.
I'll climb that tree.
That's Trapzilla. Trampzilla.
The real trap.
I don't see any tramp stamps either. You know what though? Actually, for this particular show, this number 2, she's a thick 'em too. This is probably the best talent I've seen in this show.
Really?
For this type of, I think I see number 7 or number 2 like winning, just for like the crowd and like where they're at.
What I didn't see though, what I've seen before, is a lot of these girls doing like splits, like they're pumping the crowd up.
Okay.
And I didn't really see that in these.
Yeah, not really.
Definitely a girl named Amber in this list.
Yeah, see 7. How many?
Well, she's got an American flag on her ass.
There's a Skylar in here too.
Is it number 1?
And of course, she's a nurse.
He's like,
Oh, wow.
he's like repeating everything.
Yeah, hot dog head.
Not sure what's going on, fellas.
Not sure what's
Not
going
sure
on.
what's going on. Neither are we, commentator. Neither are we.
We don't either.
Are they going from worst to best, or how's it? How
We know,
they're
Josh.
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
they just giving these little sashes out.
Josh just wants to know the structure of what
Yeah,
this
that's
event
one of
is.
the criteria of it.
Well,
Red glow still say.
That girl right there, no,
oh, she's
So
got
far-
the hot Cheetos. That's what it is. It's hot Cheetos.
the girl on the far right looks like she
Burn your
could
pecker.
fight too. Her looks like she could throw down.
Red glow skull. So there's definitely a Heather in this list.
Like flaming hot Cheetos.
Loves tacos and tequila.
Yep.
Who doesn't? That fucking hot dog head. Muy caliente. She's wearing a shirt that says Barbie on it.
Mm.
Actually, I think it's a bathing
Oh, it's a bathing suit.
She's the one that pink taco. She's the one that had the little tiny shorts, little tiny shorts to cover up her rear end, kind of a rear end, right? It wasn't like a full rear end cover. Those big girls look a little pissed off. Look at number 3. She's like, "Fuck this! I
Well,
came
they're
here to win."
finalists, right? Like so they're just like the runner-ups,
Oh, okay.
right? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out.
And your 2021 Ring Girl Champion.
Oh, the chat.
I will. All right, I'll see ya.
I think she's very prepared. She's very prepared. The Michael Phelps of Ring Girls. Michael Phelps.
He's like the
Okay.
anchor man of Rough N Rowdy. You put on the teleprompter, he'll read it.
All right.
Okay.
She's got biggest titties.
This is how you ease
Oh, she's the runner-up.
Yeah, this is how we make the aggression.
So she's second place?
Hey, everyone.
First, yeah.
Shazad, hop on the mic.
Hop on the mic, Shazat. Put this on. What'd you think of the knockout tonight?
He said, "What do you think about the knockout tonight?"
Wait, who's won? Who won?
It was Sarah.
I'm just waiting for Sean to finish his beer so I can see what the mystery's all about.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Thanks for keeping me tightened up.
Great job. Great job. All right, I'm going to sign us.
I feel like I've drank this beer before.
I was just getting ready to say that. It seems familiar.
Great laughs.
Oh no, we got the
Little roll out.
money guy in here now.
Highlights. Rough and Rowdy. Again, thank you everyone who buys it. You know, obviously it's impossible.
Even not haven't seen it yet. You definitely got to give props to the wife for picking it because
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, it wasn't like a shit beer, right? Like she could have picked.
So now
you gave
I
her
gotta-
carte blanche. Pick by
So
the
you-
label, right?
You said
Label
this
only.
was can art now, right? So now I got to think about that.
Can the ring girls help Frank? Can the ring girls help
Well,
Frank?
I'll think about it as he.
Can the ring girls help Frank?
What's up, Jeff Holes?
Yeah, all right, okay, all right.
Yeah, he needs help. Homeboy needs help.
He needs a forklift.
The pregnant lady had an easier time getting
know,
out the
right?
ring.
The other,
He might be pregnant too.
Oh God,
So we get Frank out of the ring. All right, beautiful. All right, thank
who would impregnate that?
14 in the book of Morgantown, Shazat.
Jeff should just drive over here and jump on the string
know,
with
right?
us.
We'll see you next time. Go.
so is that
Is that
was that guy like special? Is he special?
The one with the hat?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I mean, because they waited for him.
And
Oh yeah,
he
that's him right
repainted.
there. Yeah, he is.
Well, get those guys over here, Jeff.
I worked
So that
with
guy-
special people for years. Yeah, he is. No, I did.
He repeated everything the other dude said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they'll do that.
Oh, we Is that a characteristic or what?
Oh, you see that dude? He fussed snotter's throat flew out of his mouth. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Or is this like a little recap? Oh, he bitched at the referee.
Josh said they'll do that.
They'll do that.
Yeah.
Hot as butt. Okay.
Oh, shit.
All right, what are we drinking?
Let's find out. Oh, okay. I see a lot of color.
Whoa.
Oh,
Revision.
so certainly busy. Can they see this?
What does that say on it?
Yeah. Oh, it's colorful.
Pandemic ales? What does it say?
Revision.
Pandemic something.
Pandemic Blues.
Right? Pandemic blue.
New England style hazy.
Where'd you get revision at?
That'd have been
Sully's. Yeah, Sully's Olive and Callaway.
Yeah, I think that's the number one Sully's you need to go, and the second is Bonavista and Ming because they got a good beer selection there too.
Can they see it right there? Is this a good one? Is this a good angle?
Yeah.
We got alligators on there. You got rats.
Shit, bro, you got everything up
You
in
got
here.
bats.
You got some birds.
Well done.
You
Yeah.
got fucking
7%.
Mm-hmm. Well done.
Yeah.
Because
let me take a look at it.
Oh, yeah.
we don't get a ton of revision at when I say revision.
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 That's why we can't pronounce hop names.
But we get some revision, and usually our revision is kind of their wheelhouse stuff, right?
Yeah.
I think we get a lot of. It has cashmere. I think that the base is more. I get a lot of cashmere out of that now that there's was it Motueka, Mosaic, and cashmere. I get a lot of that cashmere out of this one.
Yeah, that was it. It was a pretty good beer.
That was good.
I agree with you though that it seems like it has some lactose in it.
Mm-hmm. So in that New England style.
Maybe it's just such a smooth base.
Yeah.
Maybe. Can I see the can?
And you're adding New England style. Really, you're not adding anything in the boil. Everything's post boil, right?
Yeah.
So maybe like that sweetness might come from not having bittering hops.
So the instructions Martine gave were go buy some beer based on the logo or the label, right?
Logo, can art alone.
Can art alone. And I mean, the chances that she would pick a fucking revision hazy IPA that
And
any of us would
good, man. They're
revision
solid.
is really good.
That's why I was really digging it.
That's really well done. I mean, the chances of her buying some really shit was high.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely a
Shout out to her.
definitely a shout out. I mean, we could have ended up with some rough stuff
Yeah.
tonight.
Exactly.
And to get something at that caliber, kind of what you're saying, Josh, about their beers are really good, and I've had some of their beers outside of our market that we don't normally get,
Mm-hmm.
and they're always really, really good.
Where are these guys from?
They're from like they're Nevada.
Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Like Reno, Nevada, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think they are.
He was the brewer. The guy that started this place was the brewer at another brewery that I can't remember where it is, and then he spun off and did his own thing in kind of an area that you wouldn't think of beer. It is Sparks, Nevada.
Usually, a lot of these spin out, like you said, they kind of spin off. They actually do way better, right? Or what I've seen, my personal opinion that a lot of these, brewers that spin off, they
do it
solid.
right.
They're
Oh, they do
solid,
good. Yeah.
Maybe it's a trial and error, and like they just see, like, man, if I have my own brewery, this is what I do, kind of, or
Yep.
change it up.
A couple years ago, we do an annual trip to Vegas in June, and a couple years ago, we ended up down like in the what they call art district,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
which is kind of close to downtown, and that's where Hop Nuts is, and a couple other breweries. And there's a little tap room called, Jeff might remember, a little tap room, and we heard about it, so we went over there kind of without knowing anything about it. And they were like, hey, we walked in, like, it's a little tiny spot. And we're like, hey, we heard you guys had some cool beer here. And they're like, oh yeah, you know what? We just this last weekend we did kind of a tap takeover with Revision. And I knew Revision, but I didn't know Revision.
Right.
And they poured like, I don't know, we probably had 3 or 4 beers, and they were all fucking fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, holy shit, these are great. No, and none of them we would have here.
Right.
No, you know,
Oh, no
in
way.
California, they were none of them. It was really, really impressive. So I kind of became a fan.
Yeah,
from
just
that.
going over the state lines, everything's going to be limited,
Mhm.
right? So, you know, what we get is going to be a little bit older. What we get is going to be a little bit more, all right, specific to like, this is going to sell because I'm not going to send this across to California and it not sell.
And I think there's got to be a money thing to that too, right? Like how much of it's going to be worth it to me to?
Well, like Martin said, we just get like I see a lot of it like more in like the bigger markets like Bevmo and Total Wine. Like you get this, we get the leftovers. It seems like,
That's kind of.
I think there's some of that.
Yeah.
If you're not a California brewery, then you're going to get whatever you get.
Yeah.
Tough shit.
well, Kern County we get leftovers.
And we are definitely in a unique market within the state.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I've seen stuff even at Bevmo, it's like new, and I'm like, this shit ain't
New to who?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's new, this their new, shipment or new, what they inquired. But
Sammy's asking, what's the topic right now? Apparently, you haven't been paying attention because the topic is beer.
Just
as
beer.
it always is.
now it's strictly beer.
We were watching fights. Now we just drank this revision mystery beer, and Jeff will remember us going to it's up Red Glow School to the I can't remember the tap room is called. It's called if you know where Hop Nuts is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one block over. And so, actually above the tap room is the Mad Fermentus now.
Okay. So last time I went to Hop Nuts, it was the only brewery right there.
So it's been a couple years.
So from what I heard was it's grown. That little area's grown, and there's a couple other spots that have come up. So
yeah, it's the art district down kind of near downtown is kind of popping. We were there basically during COVID last June. And we hit a couple spots, and then we ended up in the art district, and then we went to one brewery, and it was kind of a joke. It was kind of like a. I'm going to give you my synopsis of it. It was kind of like a big company that had some money, and they were like, you know what, we're going to put a brewery right there, and the brewery just wasn't. It wasn't really a brewery. It wasn't like brewer run. And we drank a couple there, and we're like, oh, this is stupid. And then we ended up at Hop Nuts, and
yeah,
I mean, it's just not a brewery.
it just wasn't. I don't know. They just had.
It didn't feel like
it wasn't gritty enough.
Original.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and it was a little too hipster for me. Jeff said, "The kids had a lemonade stand, and now we are drunk off lemonade." All right, I don't blame you.
No, back going to what Martin was saying about all the hops, like you said, a lot of these additions a lot of them aren't during the boil, it's after, but I've seen in Cinerati Brewing and like there's a couple of home brewers that I follow on YouTube that they've done no boil any IPAs, no boil hazies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a thing.
No boil hazies.
That would be right because that wort comes out pretty sweet. So as far as the
my we're looking at my my mystery beer is not wrapped
it
up
addressed
very well.
itself.
It's a naked. It's like one of these girls on the fucking.
So like I haven't really dove into that no boil, but I wouldn't mind trying that.
There you go. Try that. Be careful that aluminum foil.
We should all look at it and like hit it right in the head. And then,
oh, that's this. I know what that is. I know what it is. I can't play that, so just be you.
oh yeah, this.
That's a clear beer. Looks like from the pour.
Shit, this shit's gonna. You gotta
be careful with the
that
wrapping.
trying to address itself.
It's the neck. It's gonna become a naked beer.
Whose is this?
Mine. That's my mystery beer.
So you've had this one.
You have all had this one.
Yeah.
We have all had this one.
Is it Tembler?
Just let's spread it around a little bit.
No, well,
no, it's not.
This is the
It's not
can art
actually.
thing. I forgot.
No, I did not do this on can art. It does have badass can art though.
It's nice and clear.
My brother said, I don't know if you heard this. The kids had a lemonade stand, and now we're all drunk off vodka.
Oh, What is that called? Not a screwdriver. What would you call it?
Mike's.
Mike's Hard Lemonade. I don't know what a vodka lemonade is.
It's just a drink. It's just
Look at this. I mentioned
a refreshing drink.
Yeah, it's delicious. Is probably what it is. What do you guys think? I can't comment because I've had it.
It's very bitter. It's like a heavy bitterness, which I like.
Tighten this some bitch up. Heavy bitterness. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Or like sharp.
What do you get off the nose? To me, this beer, the nose is very specific. Very Pacific Ocean.
Wait, you giving it?
Specific? Very Pacific?
No, I'm just,
no,
it's not being a smart ass. Yeah, Red Glow Skull said lemonade and vodka and ice. You gotta add ice.
Man.
That's pretty.
You guys have all had it.
Vodka and Crystal Light be good.
I've actually heard of that. Vodka and Crystal Light's really good.
Back when, what was that? That diet where you had no carbs. What is that called?
Oh, Atkins.
Atkins. Back when Atkins
Atkins
was
age,
big,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was a big thing, right? Because vodka has no carbs. So
right.
The people that were on that diet were drinking vodka, and then they were like, all right, well, how can we eliminate more carbs? So then Crystal Light, that's when it got thrown in there.
Even with keto too, that's like the beverage of choice.
Which
Vodka.
Atkins is basically keto, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Well, Atkins was like almost 100% protein. Like it was heavy protein.
We're showing our age because we know what Atkins is.
Yeah.
Who the fuck was Atkins?
Like that.
And I know what this beer is. It's not Pizza Port.
It's not Pizza Port. It is California, though. I'll give you that.
California. North or south?
We've been through this rodeo before.
Right.
North and south of where?
Of
You know,
Bakersfield.
sometimes when you see a beer poured, you just know what it is. You know,
When it's being poured?
yeah. When I had it, I was like, man, this just looks like a beer I've had.
Poured, I don't know. That's a tough one. 2 Beer Minimum Racing is in. What's up? Cheers, brother. 2 Beer Minimum Racing is a guy that I've stumbled onto a while back. He's in Connecticut. Where are you at? Pennsylvania? Somewhere in the north. I mean, for California guys, you're just out there. You're just east of us. But he races a lot. He does like the online iRacing and shit. He does the trucks, and he's got the whole fucking rig.
So is that just for show or what?
You're changing the subject.
panel.
You're changing the subject.
All right.
PA, he's in Pennsylvania. Yeah, so that apparently is for show. There was big plans for that. Now it's just for show right now. That's all I got.
It's like his dream board.
No,
I showed you that little mock up thing, right? For I'm Not Kevin Brewing, that little a while back.
Yeah.
They haven't done. I started a whole bunch of things,
Mhm.
and Joey's like, "Here, start this," and I just kind of everything's just there. And
You
I think
just
with the
stopped.
move, with the move and all that, it just
Everything
kinda-
goes. Yeah, it's like a redo.
I haven't revisited it yet.
So that was actually transferred. That was a test on a CNC machine, and then it was transferred to a piece of plexiglass. And then the guy that did that moved, and it's stuck in his storage somewhere. And I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah. Breaks my heart.
But it's badass, right?
It's super cool.
I mean, he did all of that
That's nice.
on he just programmed in CNC and just etched it out. Yeah. So one day, maybe, if I can hunt his ass down again.
Well, what else do you need to do?
Well, I could use that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a.
Was he going to do the whole box like that?
So he changed some of the fonts to make it a little more legible, and then I wanted, and he was doing that as a test, and I built it in plexiglass. I wanted the front of the panel to be plexiglass so you can see the inside.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me
That was the idea,
Mhm.
but now it just hangs out in the podcast studio. That's. Thanks for bringing it up, Josh.
Oh,
I feel
I
like
was wondering.
this is so familiar.
It is, right?
It is.
Okay.
Maybe it's with all these other beers.
Mhm.
Because this one, like you said, I think this hits more on like the bitterness, like than all the other beers we've had.
Oh,
like
for
the-
sure. This is definitely
you know,
this
so
is
it's
definitely
just kinda-
West Coast, right?
So once it hits you, you're kind of like, was it?
2 Beer Minimum said, "Good vibes only, Josh."
Good vibes only. Why?
That's all we do because you give me shit over here and I'm not going to cry.
No, I'm not giving you shit. I was like, man, I'm like, you're using it as like a
It's a prop.
yeah, a prop, like your little sound deflectors.
Yeah, that's making the studio more professional.
We need egg cartons.
I need to do a whole fucking room in that shit, so there's no echo. So we read Unwrap.
Is it
Oh, yeah,
Lagunitas?
No, it's not. No. Wait. Keep going. It's
Now I'm done.
Is it a major, like a
Nope.
big? No,
Nope.
It's a small distribution.
Yes.
North or South California?
Central.
Central.
What
But
is
you
it,
said it's
Central
not
Coast?
Bakersfield.
I did not say
What
it
is
was
it?
in
Central
Bakersfield.
Coast Brewing?
I did not say it was not Bakersfield.
It is. Is it Bakersfield beer?
I did not say it was not Bakersfield. It is Bakersfield. What'd you say? It's not Central
I didn't
Coast.
say nothing. Oh, it's
I
Bakersfield?
didn't say nothing.
Then it's was it Dio?
It is.
What is it? The it's not the Strata one, is it?
It's not.
No.
Because that's not Strata. There you go, Dang Street.
Really?
Fucking Dang Street.
I haven't
Man.
had it in a long time.
It's a good beer, right?
But you know, like
It's an
I
awesome
said,
beer.
when you pour it, I was like, it just has that familiar, just that
It's
look.
Dank Street kind of pours, you said that, and I was kind of trying to discount it because I didn't want you to dial in too quick. But it pours almost like, to me, almost like a hazy beer.
Uh
Just-
huh.
it has
Oh,
that-
okay. Did they used to broadcast it like that before? And they didn't, huh? It says brewed with Citra Mosaic hops. That's
No, they used to not
that's
say.
I don't remember that. All I remember is
Yeah,
all
look, that's
the weed
new.
reference to all the logo.
Yeah, that's new. Hold on.
Maybe did they use Citra before?
Wait, the whole
maybe,
can is new.
Maybe that's what threw me.
No,
off.
no, no, no.
No,
Did they ever use
I don't remember the hops
Dio? If
before.
you're on right now,
Let us know.
Dio,
what's
are you
up.
here? Are you here, Dio?
because that Citra may be a different wrinkle to it. Because I've
What's his name?
never
Matt?
hit me as like a Citra beer.
Yeah,
Matt
and it
Q.
still doesn't.
There's
to
a
me.
bunch of cute Matts over there, right?
all the cute Matts.
No, no, no. Cute. Oh,
Cube or cute?
Q.
Cute.
There's a Matt Q and a Matt.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Q, Matt. Yeah,
My accent's not working right now. It's fucking you up.
Your
right now.
Anglo accent.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's cool.
I love this beer, and this is one of those beers to me where when I go, I don't like bitter beers, or historically, I didn't like West Coast IPAs.
Yeah.
I still like this beer. It still hits that spot for me, even though it's super danky. And I mean, if you look at the logo, they know the flavor and the aroma they're getting out of it, right? They're getting all that.
It does kind of look different, huh? Like
It does a little bit.
just the background and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe like they refined it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's the
And
last.
then I never noticed this little bus up there in the tree either.
But
Is
when
that what
we
you're supposed to trip out in the can?
Yeah.
Well, it's a very weed centric
Mhm.
logo.
whoa, man, let's put a bus on the tree.
I dare you to.
I'm gonna live in my bus. I put it up on a tree.
Well, you can see like someone catching the hops. They should have put the hops catching people on there.
On the other side.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, this guy's fishing a hop. Look at that. Bottom right.
See?
He's fishing it.
I never noticed that before.
Maybe it's like a.
So
let's do some research. Maybe it's a different can art each one.
Every
That'd be-
time.
that'd
Yeah,
be
maybe
pretty
they
cool,
switched
huh?
something up a little bit. Because last time we had it,
We talked
We
about
noticed-
the logo.
we noticed the dude raking in the hops.
Well,
But we never noticed the dude fishing
That's
the
good.
hop.
That's
well,
good video right
originally
there.
wasn't that truck bigger that's releasing that Dank Street logo before, like when it first came out?
I don't know.
No one knows what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, no.
You know that last episode?
If they're not from Bakersfield and had Dio, they're just like, what the fuck?
Dio
are
has
you
a pretty good reach though, like within
they do, for sure.
SoCal and
I told you, I don't know if you guys were on this show, the greens washing out, but when I was at one of the beers that I brought tonight was the beer you were asking me about, and There Does Not Exist is the brewery.
Mhm.
Weird name from San Luis Obispo, and I told it last time when Kenny was here. I'm in Paso Robles at a place that I always go for beer because they have a great beer selection. It's called Third Base, I think. It's like a gas station liquor store. Great beer selection. And I'm standing there looking at the selection, and I'm just like, you get kind of mesmerized by all the shit they got. And then on the bottom shelf, I see this crazy ass logo, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I go down, I spin it around, try to read it. There's not that much information on it. And as I'm looking at it, I'm squatting down. There's a dude doing the same thing. He's the guy that hovers over your shoulder, right?
Uh-huh.
And he goes, "Hey, I haven't had it, but my buddy loves that beer." And I'm like, "Really?" I go, "Huh? I guess I'll get it." I grab it, and he's like, and then he's doing he's like looking for the same. He's doing the same thing I am, looking for something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "I'm looking. I never had a milkshake IPA before, but I'm looking for one." And I'm like, "Well, Dio. I see Dio in my peripheral.
Yeah,
You're talking about the Reach in Paso." I go, "I'm not a hazy. I'm not a milkshake guy." But that's
sorry to cut you off, but as soon as I cracked this can, that aroma just hit me right in the nose. Right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And so I assume he got it. I don't know if he did or not. But then when I take the frickin' There Does Not Exist to the counter, the guy at the counter is like, "That's a fucking great beer, man."
They always tell you that.
And not at that place. That guy's kind of a snob.
When I went out of town this last weekend, I didn't get a chance to head over there, but it's like really, even like when you search it, it's just kind of like
It's very
you can miss it in the search
for sure.
until I actually typed the name in.
Yeah,
that's when it came up on the.
So I'm curious to see what you guys. I almost made that my mystery beer, but because I did it last time with Kenny, I didn't. But I'm curious about your guys' kind of perception of it because that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
If we get to it,
so they're kind of like a diamond in the rough type of spot, maybe.
I think. Two Beer Minimum's drinking Lagunitas IPA. He's drinking some fucking West Coast beer. Look at you, big boy.
Remember that time I brought the hop stupid and it just tasted like shit? Remember that? And then I was like, man, that can't taste like shit like that because I've tasted it when it was very good. And then like I got two more bottles from two different places with the same deal. So I was like, and it had like a pepperoni-ish like aroma and like a slick mouthfeel. Maybe it was oxidized during, packaging or it wasn't old.
It just didn't age well, something like that.
It was kind of weird because it had a real slick, and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, this is a beer that I haven't had in a while. Bring it here, and we dumped it.
Yeah. So, like, speaking of beers that went bad, one of my friends, did you watch me when I went live? And I had that.
Yeah, I think I did watch you when you went live. Like
there was
a month ago, or
it was a while back.
Yeah,
but
longer.
I had two mystery beers, which again I had my wife get. We were supposed to bring it to the show, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but the show didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I had two mystery beers at home. They were wrapped and everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go live tonight, and I'm gonna have the mystery beers, and we'll see what happens. So one of the mystery beers was a Brute IPA from. Oh shoot, I can't remember where it's from. But it was a Brute IPA, which it was really good, really tasty. It wasn't as dry as I expected, which threw me off when I was first trying it. And then when I unpeeled it, I was like, oh, shoot, it's a Brute. But it didn't taste that way. So they kind of missed the mark on that Brute part. But I was sitting there drinking it, and I was enjoying it. It was really good. It was really good beer. So a couple of days later, one of my friends, he went to the liquor store by his house, and he got a 4-pack of it. Mm-hmm. And he cracked it open, and he poured it, and he's like, man. And he texted me. He's like, man, my beer doesn't look right. So I was like, what do you mean? So he sends me a picture, and there's all kinds of stuff kind of floating in it.
Oh, really?
And I was like, yeah, that's kind of odd. And then he sends me a video, and it's just these little floaties just all over, just staying in suspension. It just looks odd. And he's like, I'm kind of afraid to try it. And I'm like,
as you should be.
And I'm like, well, give it a taste. I mean, see what's up. So he took like a short sip, and he's like, nope, I couldn't do it. It just didn't taste right.
I didn't want to chew my beer.
So then, a day later, we're kind of talking about it, discussing it. And I guess there is a chance for your beer to like, what is it, like coagulate?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
for sure.
Almost like just turn into something else because it's been contaminated somehow.
Flocculate.
I get what you're saying, because one time, early
flocculate is a real word.
Yeah, early
right.
kegging. I kegged the beer. I had 2 kegs of the same beer, but one of them had a leak. So I was drinking the other one, and when I hit there, I was like, "What the fuck?" And I think it got
What the
oxidized. So
fuck?
when I poured it out, it had like kind of a probably not as that, but it had like I don't know how to explain it, like a spider webbish look,
Oh,
like just
kind of strung across the
just
the
not
whole,
like a spider web, just something like a piece of like a wet piece of thin paper you just slap on the top.
okay.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
You know what I mean? So and it tasted like cardboard. So it did leak out.
Uh-huh.
You know, so that because I like when I
And you think it's from oxygen coming
yeah,
in?
I think it was because that one keg I forced carb, you know, everything. That one I let sit naturally, but I didn't realize it leaked off, and I had two
Interesting.
separate tanks on each one.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a leak because I was like maybe I wasn't paying attention to it.
Yeah.
And it had to have been a week, maybe because you know once you get a leak, that CO2 tank will be gone. It's a little
It goes
little
quick.
5-pounder.
It
Yeah,
goes
it's quick.
fast.
So it had a weird, and it like had that cardboardish taste. It was an IPA that I did,
Hmm.
and then once I got to that same keg, I was kind of like, "What the fuck?" And then, you know, I just filled it just the way it was. I actually transferred some water into it, so I didn't break any seals, and I actually had a leak right at the ball lock
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that
Been there.
the gasket was leaking.
Yeah. So if there's a leak to let out air, there's definitely
Yeah,
a chance for something to get in there too.
yeah.
So, yeah,
especially
so-
for a week.
Yeah. So he returned it, and then he showed the dudes the picture in the video that he
Mhm.
sent me, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that doesn't look right." So
that doesn't look right.
That's happened to me
Like,
before. I did a
that's not
beer
good.
trade. I got 6-pack of Riley's Brewing, this IPA.
And they were making some good beer, right?
I think it was like just a hazy IPA, but a couple of the cans they look brown, like if it was oxidized, like a brownish tint.
Uh-huh.
I was like, and it tasted like shit. I was like, man, did I get fucking gypped? But
Yeah.
that same 6-pack, I just opened each one, and the rest 4 of them were good. Just the other 2.
So you had to chug them.
No, the other ones I threw away, but the other ones, I poured them out. I was like, oh shit, I enjoyed them, but I mean,
It's
they
pretty
seem like
amazing.
some of them,
It's pretty
got
amazing.
oxidized.
You think about the beer that we consume and knowing how they're being packaged and all
Yeah.
that shit. I mean, think about what you're doing in your garage.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of risk involved.
Yeah. I'm always like, all right,
I got to do this shit right.
quit walking in and out. Like,
Yeah.
leave the door alone.
Yeah.
You
Just
know,
don't
shit
stir
like
up the
that.
dust and whatever. And they're doing the same thing in these little breweries,
Mhm.
kind
Yeah.
of, to some
Well,
degree.
to that extent, I would think that'd be packaging because I had beers that were good and beers that weren't.
And
So
that's
it could have
exactly
been on
where I
the
was
canning
going.
line where maybe there were some cans that went through and like, oh shit, like we need to change some up real quick and then
Yep.
proceeded. But they're not just gonna throw those beers away, you know.
And I thought about that a lot with like people talking shit about LCB when they were big into hazies and people were talking about all the chunks coming out of the hazies,
Yeah.
and, all that shit. And I had a lot of good hazies from LCB, but I also had some that had a bunch of sediment in the bottom. So that's a risk,
Yeah.
and it's a potential byproduct of a small brewery. It's a
So
real-
one of the things that I did with LCB is I always pour LCB into a glass
Mhm.
every single time because you
You
never
read
know.
the instructions in the can then.
Sure. So, because you never know.
You're right.
Um,
You never know.
So I'm sitting there pouring, and what I do is the way I'm holding the can, I'm like this, and I'm watching what's coming out.
Yeah.
And if I start seeing chunks,
Wait. So we can get some action shots.
so I'm holding the can and I'm pouring like this, and I'm watching the actual fluid coming out. Once I start seeing chunky stuff, then I stop pouring.
That's
Because
you're-
then that's just like leftover stuff. That's just, it's not going to taste good. It's if you're sitting there drinking it and it's like dense enough,
Uh-huh.
you're not going to want that.
It gets a little
Yeah.
chalky in your mouth,
Yeah.
right?
it's weird because I do that with all hazies, and I like Martina, I poured the same way. I'll even leave whatever's left. I could kind of gauge how much. Let me a little ounce. or
Somebody
whatever,
left a
half
bunch
ounce.
in this one.
But
Ruh-roh.
like
I guess it's yours.
and then even the hazies,
Don't forget to chew.
I'll every hazy I get, my wife's like, "You rinse the cans out?" I said, "No, I just want to see how much sediment
See what's
in
up.
the bottom."
Yeah.
You know, there's some that are pretty clean. I'm like, there's a lot of them too that are like, I got to get that water real hot, kind of stir it up to see how much.
Because
Comes
it'll
off the
stick,
bottom.
huh?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sticks
Sure.
on the bottom of the can. Even kegs too, like hazy. That you're gonna get little. Just depends how much you hopped it and how much.
And do you so question, I guess, for you guys is if you think about the big production hazies, like even Firestone's haze stuff. Oh, excuse me. And
like the Mine Haze.
yeah, and those, like the big production stuff, and even the Founders, and I'm thinking about missing some of the breweries, but there's some big breweries that are production and distributing hazies, right?
Yeah.
And they don't have any of that shit. But I also don't care for them as much.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, if you think about the band between clear beer and chewing chunks, and as you get closer to the middle of that band, our craft beers that we're getting a lot of are somewhere in here, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit closer to the tour they connect.
Because with it kind of seems like the smaller the brewery, the more concentrated the beers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same,
But they also have the technology, like
yeah.
And I'm leading that question into thinking about Timber. Timber's gone through some pretty major changes in the last year and a half or so.
Yeah.
And to Sean's opinion, their beer quality and flavor has gone up.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Like, I want the next beer. I almost went by there today to get the beers that they canned recently.
Right?
Actually,
they just had a release, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was going to be my mystery beer, but I just haven't had time to go over
get by there and get it. And that's how I was today. And I
imagine
regret.
If we all brought the same one as Mr.
And we are all critiquing it differently. This tastes like a West Coast. But they're kind of their wheelhouse of beers right now is evolving, right? Kind of like Kern River did and stuff.
Yep.
And it's exciting because I'm excited to see where they go. But they have a centrifuge. Mm-hmm. You're not pouring that shit into the glass like we're talking about. At least in the beers that I've had, you're not getting that.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of beer trades with Matt, and he gives me a lot of Temblor beers. And we were talking about what beer did they do? He gave me a beer. I can't remember which one. And I tasted it. I was like, man, this tastes way better. And I kind of just looked at the clarity. Mm-hmm. Well, it is kind of. I said, but what did you run it through the centrifuge? I kind of questioned it, and I could kind of catch some of these little. And he goes, yeah, but what they did was they ran it as fast as they could through it, so you could still kind of. Like, it's supposed to clean the beers up, right? But you lose a lot. Like, with Russian River, when they got the new brewery, they have a centrifuge, but I noticed a lot of these beers, I'm like, they're missing the mark somehow. With the Elder and even the Plain the Younger, I'm like, I prefer the Santa Rosa. But I think it's a heat temperature issue that you need to configure. Like, so then the next year, all their beers are on the mark. So I'm okay, maybe they got their stuff down.
They fix it. Yeah. They figured it out.
Matt's talking about, like, some of these other beers, like, man, like, they want to run them to the centrifuge, but they're just some of these beers you shouldn't.
And I think there's something to that what you said, dial it in.
Yeah.
I think there's something to that in any system. I mean, think about your system at your house and your garage and your system in your garage. You're making tweaks almost every time. A little bit. I didn't like the way this went, so I'll do this next time. I mean, you're trying to make it as optimal and as clean as possible. So you can't blame the big breweries from doing the same thing, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. And when he says Matt, he means Matt, the assistant brewer at Temblor Brewing.
Josh is
not affiliated with the other Matts at Dio.
He's not just somebody that works at Dio. He's a big dog out there.
He's a great home brewer.
Previous assistant brewer at LCB.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now that's the brewer they had there. He did a different style. That just wasn't really the niche of California or even out here. But a lot of these beers, I can't speak for everyone, but I think a lot of people did like a lot of those style of beers. But you got these kind of youngster, like people that are like in Bakersfield, you have like this big crowd that's finding breweries, finding beers, like the newer stuff, and they just weren't hitting the mark. But now you got 3 home brewers. Now Mike Blandon did a beer.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
that's
recently.
Good for
so
him.
now you got these 3 home brewers, kind of putting out these, obviously awesome. Consulting, the brass, Temblor brass, but they're okay.
Brass. They got brass and Temblor.
It's gonna go through,
they're okay, hey, okay, let's do this project,
Which so if we rewind this podcast like 3 years, and you got Sean talking shit. Maybe not on the podcast, but I wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's coming from a guy who's born and raised in Bakersfield, who loves Bakersfield businesses, who loves beer, and I wanted them to succeed, right? And to see them go through this struggle of going, me going, yeah, their food's good,
Yeah.
All that shit.
It's cool to go hang out there.
I love the atmosphere. I love to hang
It's
out.
nice brewery.
It's pretty,
really nice.
all that shit. But the beer, man, Lottie's fun. You know what I mean? I mean, I like goofing around with them, whatever, but I just don't like the beer. And now to go, holy shit! And even looking at, we were talking about, with this beer, the one your wife got, going purely on logo and label, they're even that's gone up a notch,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? I mean,
That's changed. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about, well, not so much this one, but the Kern River, a Kern River beer because it's gonna be brown logo or brown base with whatever else is going on. You do not know what's gonna come out of Timler. There's shit's
Right.
all over the
Yeah.
place. That one right there is a good example.
Yeah. So like even in their building,
Yeah.
they had that big mural put up.
Well,
You didn't see that?
I don't know.
So the Kit Fox, that's a big deal around
On the
Bakersfield,
outside,
right?
yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
So they did that big mural
I thought
on
you
the
were talking
outside
about
of.
inside. Yeah,
no,
it's
inside.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's like it's just kind of changing everywhere, coming in different places,
And
it
that's
just
exciting.
yeah, no,
exciting.
for sure, yeah,
What's really exciting, I mean, from us, the three of us, being homebrewers, is to see guys like Justin being the head brewer,
Mhm.
Matt becoming assistant brewer, Sean Mansickle still
Is he
there?
still out there?
the sour
He's the
Sean.
Sour King, Sour Sean.
Yeah,
Sour
I-
King.
I believe he's
And then-
still there, but a lot of those sours they do aren't quick turnaround beers.
Well, yeah, it's long. It's a
Yeah.
commitment, right? But then, like Mike Bland, like you said, and even Kara being, I mean, she's not brewing, but she's definitely involved in it. It's exciting. It's
Yeah.
exciting to watch, and it's fun, and it's kind of gratifying. You know what I mean? To go, okay,
it's like watching your kids grow up.
a little bit,
Almost.
bit. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun to go, okay, I like their beers as a home brewer, and then to go, fuck yeah, they're fucking killing it as a pro brewer too.
Mhm.
That's neat. It's neat.
And it's kind of cool to like show up because I went and I picked something up from them. And out of nowhere, I heard my name being yelled. And I'm like, I turn around and it's Matt, and he's over, on the other side of the wall where the brewing is
And
happening.
you don't know whether to go over there or not. You're like,
And I was like,
am I allowed to kind of?
oh shit, hey Matt, what's up? And I walk over there and I'm chit chatting with them and shit. So it's just kind of cool to be recognized.
Part of that community.
Yeah, exactly. To be in there. I mean,
He said, "Oh yeah, I know you from the I'm Not Kevin podcast, right?"
hey, you go on that show, right? Yeah.
What's funny because we did these bottle trades, beer trades, and during COVID, so I'm walking in with the mask and stuff, and it was like one of these little drops you're doing, kind of. You walk in there, and I'm walking in with this ice chest, and people are looking like, "What the fuck's this guy doing?"
What are you doing?
Who
And
are
I got
you?
this
Who are
mask
you?
on, and I show Matt the merch.
The merch.
We kind of go and switch, and it's kind of fun.
On the down low?
Yeah.
You're trying to keep it low
And
key?
then someone sees me from Timber, I'm just like, shit, man, am I supposed to bring these beers in? It's like, no, it's cool.
Well, that's like when we used to show up to the homebrew meetings. You walk in the front door and you have your ice chest, and people are looking at
Oh,
you
yeah.
kind of odd,
Oh, yeah.
and then you walk over to the back. You feel a little bit special
Yeah.
because you're like, oh, I can go through these
Oh,
doors.
I'm not.
Yeah, you don't know about that.
I go wherever I want. Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
So tell us about the homebrew meetings.
it's kind of cool, kind of neat.
Well, you should go to them now.
If they're on Thursday, Friday night, Saturday nights.
So I plan on one of them.
Early Saturdays.
I plan on the social. Like how foam kind of turned into was more of a social deal. 'Cause I started going to a lot of the later ones that you guys weren't going to. It just seemed like you
He's talking
kinda,
to us.
Well, maybe because
Right.
they were at Crusader. You guys are kind of further away from.
I miss those.
Yeah, so it's just kind of you show up and
It's miles away.
here's my beers. I mean that's always good, but I like to have a social meeting where you can kind of do that, and then a few
So
weeks later,
since
kinda
Kenny's
fit
not
in
here,
there.
can I play Kenny for a minute?
Yeah.
Is it okay to bring shitty beers? Because I make shitty beers to the meeting.
Oh, it is for sure.
That's good to know.
Bring him in.
What are you guys looking at?
What's he
I
doing?
don't know what happened to Shitty Beers.
I'm waiting for you.
No, I was waiting for you guys to talk about my shitty beers. That's what I was waiting for. I'm trying to bring up a dude on Twitch. We're gonna drag in this dude, Moxie. How do I bring him in? Hang on.
So the beer we had just now is the California Lounge
talking.
Chair
Talk amongst
from
yourselves.
KRBC. And this beer was canned on 4/16, so less than 10 days ago. It is a
Oh, Moxie's in here. What's up,
IPA,
Moxie?
6.6% IPA from KRBC.
I just got some insider information that's.
Uh-oh.
It could be after the broadcast.
That kind of
Even though
insider.
not everyone's-
Insider info. We like
I
that.
just been hearing a bunch of stuff.
6.6%.
Oh. Hang on.
IPA.
I kind of feel like I'm in the loop with the breweries of Bakersfield.
Uh-oh.
That's
Not that-
Bob?
No, not
Oh,
that.
no.
Like the brewery.
That kind of insider.
Insider info.
I'm going to try to see if I can bring this dude in the stream. Oh. Moxie's the man, dude.
I got sources or a source.
Insider,
Oh, you got some-
It's like insider trading? Insider trading?
Like a mole.
It's just insider stuff.
You got a mole.
Bakersfield brewery stuff.
Okay.
So what are you telling us?
I'm telling you nothing.
The-
I'm just waiting for you to open that. Is that
Oh, yeah, some-
the?
Here.
Whoa.
Oh, we're not going to open that one yet.
All right. Now you got to put it back.
Bakersfield brewery stuff.
Okay.
Or I brought beers too. If you want me to open mine.
Oh, yeah, open yours. I got to.
guys are.
This is a.
waiting for you to open that. Is that
Here.
Oh, Bottle Logic?
Bottle Logic beer.
Okay.
I just got monkish.
Oh, I
Fuck
just.
that shit.
Oh, I just got monkish, motherfucker.
Yeah, go ahead and open yours.
Oh, I just got monkish.
I got Hoppy Hiker from Alvarado Street, another monkish.
Bottle Logic?
I have.
Okay.
What'd you bring, Martin?
I
Yeah,
brought this too.
I got some
I don't know if you
homebrew
want-
and KRBC.
You want to try this?
I do want to try it. I'm ashamed that I
Yeah,
say
I'm down.
that.
Whatever.
There you go. Hoppy Hiker from Alvarado Street, another monkish.
All right.
You've shown that a couple times because you've had it a couple times. Huh?
So we got Biggies, Blueberry Brunch Bonanza.
Let me
It's a
tell you right now.
smoothie style sour ale with blueberries and
yeah,
vanilla
yeah.
beans.
Let me tell you now the Biggies brunch Bonanza. It's a series where they use a bunch of different fruits and stuff, but this is the slush version.
So is this supposed to be frozen?
Not people do,
Moxie, are you restreaming us?
but you don't have to freeze it. It's just what the hipsters do.
Ooh,
Moxie, what are you eating?
I smell all of that. All the blueberry, all the vanilla.
But this is the slush version. They got I think Bakersfield Beer Company got the peanut butter and jelly version of the slush.
Ooh, wow.
I need to rinse my. Hand me this water bottle, please. This will be the first Slurshee I ever had.
Yeah. So last time I was at LCB, I had a little pour of one of the slushy beers, and it was interesting. You know, for sure you can tell there's a lot of sugar left over in there, a lot of substance, which I guess would end up being what's frozen
Mm-hmm.
and what gives you that slushy.
So which one did you have?
Ah, man, I can't remember. I think it was just
That was the one where it's just fruit all over your glass, right?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It was just chunky orange. Yeah, I mean, not chunky orange, but like thick orange. And you could tell like
Was it the Beer Thug Life one?
no, it wasn't that one. No, my friend though that went, he did buy a 4-pack of it and he froze it. And he said he liked it. He liked it when it was frozen.
Really?
Yeah, I iced this one when I first had it. I iced it up.
It reminds me. I haven't tasted it yet. The nose on it reminds me of. I'm older than you fuckers, right?
by a little bit.
How old are you?
37.
Fucking youngsters.
38.
Fucking youngsters. It it reminds me of. I don't know why, and I haven't put my I haven't put my finger on it yet. I don't know why, and I haven't put my like lunch, like the lunch, like the whatever comes with the lunch. You know what I mean? Like
I know what you're
flavors.
talking about.
I don't know what it is.
So we used to get these frozen,
Yeah, like a little frozen.
and it came in like
concentrated little.
in a
Like a
in a
triangle.
little cardboard.
Little triangle,
Yes,
yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yes.
Just the nose.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
exactly.
And you just want it to melt. So you could,
You act like you're like 30 years older than us. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Back
Little
in my
triangle.
day,
back in my day.
But no, like
Back when we had to ride
I wish
bicycles.
I wish I had the regular biggies. I did a little side by side, but like this is a lot thicker. You know, a lot more flavorful than the regular biggies, but they're still bomb.
You've
I
had
can enjoy
this a
these
couple
beers.
times, right?
Yeah.
This is actually now as much shit as I talk about the fucking chunky.
But see, this is not
Schlorsy
like this is
beer,
what
no
the
shit.
closest you get before you start seeing like fruit lace your glass. You know
I don't
what
want to chew it. I don't want to chew
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I could drink this.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could drink a full 16 of this.
Yeah, like I said, me and my wife shared it, but I slushed it up enough to where I didn't have to cut my can open, but just the first like maybe quarter was thick and the rest was
this?
just poured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Track 7 did a milkshake IPA a long time ago. And I think it was called California Kids. And they had a ton of like mandarin. And you could see all these chunks just floating all up in there. So I'm thinking that's more of like a precursor to what we know now as slushy beers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they had just tons of fruit particles all up in it.
Hey, Moxie, could you drink that? Moxie's in Mexico. I don't know. He's like, I want a Truly. He can't even get a Truly down there. He's saying yes,
Really?
he could drink it. What's up, man?
So another one of the beers that I got was a kettle sour from KRBC.
Okay.
And I can share that one. I can't have like a whole 16 ounces.
Which is interesting because a lot of kettle sours. I mean, most of my kettle sours that I've had have been from Lengthwise.
This would be like a kettle sour.
Because it's not overly like I don't feel it like it's not
No.
pinching me here, right?
Yeah, you don't got to like do this little.
Yeah, exactly. But this has a bunch of different flavors going on beyond that.
Yeah, but like this series, I always try to get this series because I'm not like a big fruit guy, but it's not.
It's
not
not
like
juice.
a fruit beer.
Yeah,
it's not juice. It's like you get all the flavors it has on there. The best one I've had, I think it was the boysenberry one, and that was like the best one I've had from there.
In this series,
Mhm.
that's Alvarado Street.
What's the ABV on that?
5.5?
Probably
5.5.
Yeah.
That's good. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, Tyson says his are 6. You believe that? With that much fruit?
Is
in them?
what?
Those
The slushies?
Slurpees?
He's always big ABVs.
They're like 6%. I don't know.
Red Glow Skull says he's not having sex with it.
They're probably like 7.
No sex with that.
I'd be like, just by knowing the LCB
You
beers,
think so for the fruit? For that much fruit?
with all that.
I don't know because
Well,
I see some places.
Most
that
of his stuff is what, 9%?
Yeah, but like a lot of these fruited beers, like heavily fruited beers, they're like not up to 6%. They because of how much they're adding into it. Like just like you drink a Modelo Michelada, they're only 3%. Like the premix, because you're putting in so much stuff, so it's regular Modelo is what 4%, if that,
like per capita.
Yeah.
Can you all show your beers? We're actually sharing beers, Moxie. Let me put this camera this way. No, I can't do that. Let's see if I can do this. I'm hung up. So you're getting the insider scoop. So that's what we've drunk so far. Green screen shit is washing out, but we're working on some beers. You're getting insider scoop, man. You're getting an insider scoop to this big badass studio we have
We got
here.
a pretty good audience right now.
Yeah, bring it on. Do we? 2, 3.
From what I see besides us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or less. I'm not up to
So Moxie is this guy. He generally plays video games on his stream. I don't know if he's drinking that much anymore, but he's a wild man, dude. He's a wild man. Moxie's wild. He's definitely a fan of the not a fan. I would say a friend of the stream. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Good dude. He's just trying to get his shit down. He lives in Guadalajara. And I don't think he's in Guadalajara. I think he's in Mexico somewhere.
About what happened?
the beer.
Moxie loves
That's good.
beer.
I really liked it. It's a good change of pace.
You want to drink this one too, or no? To compare,
Do you think they're the same? Or not same. The
I haven't
similar?
had this one in a long time.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Did anybody have a curfew tonight? It's 8:27. Just
Not really.
okay. I just want to make sure.
I was gonna brew tomorrow, but I'm gonna push that to Sunday, hopefully.
It's
No,
probably
because
not.
I got a lot of shit. I gotta do shit around the house.
Moxie, what do you usually drink?
First,
Well, this will be your first brew day at the new house, right?
I've done 2. I brewed twice in January, and that's it.
Nothing this so pretty though. Your setup's now it's pretty,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I got tired of seeing that wall. It's just and the other wall. I'm just gonna drywall it.
Are you?
The other side, yeah.
But the one
No,
behind the brewery,
in the
that's
pi-
got to be.
Yeah, and the pictures, it's gonna be tight. You're gonna look like that dude that you did some beer trades with. What's his name? Fox something.
Foxridge.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I seen some people actually do 2x4s and paint them on my. That's like I was like, nah. It's just, what I did was cheaper, and I spent way more than I thought I was. I did. It was more work than I thought, and it was more money.
More
than I
money.
put in
Oh, really?
than I thought.
So Moxie asked him which beer he likes.
So this is more of a kettle sour.
Yes.
When you poured it, it looks a lot thinner.
Well, this is how the Biggies that beer looks like non-slush. It looks just like this.
Moxie says he likes Pacifico Victoria.
It's good.
What's Victoria?
Which one?
Beer.
Is it Victoria?
Victoria?
I haven't had it. I don't think.
You've never had it?
Does it distribute to?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all over Bakersfield.
I think it came out around here maybe like 10 years ago.
you should try it.
Really?
You'll enjoy it.
I think 10 years ago.
Who
is
has it
when I
on?
started
Does people
seeing
have it on
it.
tap?
No, you just buy
no,
they're in bottles.
no, you'll
can
buy
buy
it at the
little
grocery
12
store,
packs, like a
12ers.
12 pack.
Yeah.
Victoria?
Yes.
Mhm.
What color?
Brown bottle, yellow label,
shit, we
kind of
gotta-
dark
we gotta look
brown
this shit up.
lettering, Victoria.
Like
Like-
I'm watching Moxie stream, and he's watching us.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's hidden in the corner
All
right
right.
there.
Okay.
No, I was like, what are you playing? World of Warcraft?
Yeah. Wow. It's called Wow,
like,
right?
We're that boring. You need to play World.
Yeah, I'm
Warcraft
just.
in between.
Yeah, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I got my game to get on.
I'm going to play this and you guys just.
Victoria.
Victoria's Secret.
No, but like it's weird because when I drink Mexican beers, I could just if I just drink one, I could drink them all night, and
Yeah.
like I could kill a 12-pack of that, like no problem. It's just weird. Like when I know a lot of people that Chronos will mess me up. I'm like, if I just drink that beer only, like I could.
Oh, I recognize that. Kind of
Yeah.
red with the brown bottles.
Yep.
So he also said Modelo, of course, Heineken. He's like central Mexico, I think. And I love Quindago, and Harbin.
So probably European beers. Wait, didn't you say Harbor was a Irish beer?
I don't know if you can hear, if you guys, I'm listening to this. I'm watching you guys.
Oh, I can barely hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we can hear you. You want to call in the Discord? Moxie?
He's like, no, I'm fucking these guys up.
He's like, wait, I'm right in the middle of a fight.
What's that?
He said something about Discord.
This dude's fun, dude. He's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, man, hold on. I'm trying to fuck these guys up.
Fuck them up. Fuck them up. Fuck them up.
The centaur is fucking.
I'm getting on Discord.
Okay, me too. Yeah, get on my Discord. I'm not Kevin. you can hear Martine talking in our stream into
his
stream.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some technological shit here.
So this one's definitely more sour.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the more sourness to
The
it.
kettle sour.
Yeah.
He's screaming now. Shit.
He's getting fucked up. That's what happened. That centaur came with some shit.
No, but from even the last time I've tried this, and now I think it's up. It's up a notch.
Oh, really? It's changed.
I think they try to. I think when I talked to Matt, he said they try to use more graham cracker now, or
graham
something.
crackers.
Yeah.
And I could taste it like on the back end. I'm gonna have to
That's
taste like a little
Ruby's
graham cracker-ish.
Sweetness.
Boysenberry kettle sour with cobbler, brewed with graham cracker.
What's their
lactose
pie
and
series? Because they do the key lime. The
Yep, that's right. That's right.
See, and I've always stayed away from it because kettle sour. That's not really my bag. So
it's a.
Yeah, it's not a Dio sours. Yeah, like the very first, we were there opening day at Dio, and it's like, oh man, like yeah, the Funkadelic. To me, that cake, it was very tart with like shock tarts. Like you're drinking, it's
Really?
like, oh man, yeah.
Oh, like what you were
just too
talking
much.
about.
Yeah.
It hits you like just right here. Yeah.
I think they only had that first day. They had like maybe 6 beers, if that.
Yeah.
To choose from. Yeah.
So when I first heard of Dio, it was through a coworker, and she was like, "Yeah, my brother went, and he said they just have sours." And I'm like,
at Dio?
No, they had.
when they first opened. They first opened, and I'm
They
like,
had they had like
all right.
half sours and half. They had the cream haze. They're the blonde.
They're blonde. Yeah. So I'm getting info, from a third party.
Mhm.
So the info is going to get changed from this person
sure.
to that person. So what she told me was like, "Oh yeah, all they have is sours."
I'll tell you.
What'd you think about that? Were you like?
I was like, oh, "Okay, well,
I don't know
I'll
what
wait.
that is. I don't
I'll
know
hold
what
off
is,
on that."
right? Yeah. When you first started telling that story, I was thinking you were talking about Timblers. Your first experience at Timblers.
Oh no.
My first experience at Timber was terrible.
Oh, same here.
The service was horrible.
Oh, it was horrible, and it was like,
and the beer was like, meh.
I was like told my wife, like, I'm just kind of dumbfounded at how terrible. I'm like, hey, can I get another beer? Like, yeah, and then I'm like, they're 20 minutes talking. I'm like, so my wife, she tagged us like this is our first. I think it was the first week they opened, and they go. So she told her cousin, said, "Oh, how was it?" My wife said, "Oh man, the service was terrible. Even the food, everything about it was not good." We sat at the bar, so you think you would get the best service
for sure,
better,
for sure.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So then she goes, "Maybe you should Yelp about it." Her cousin, and then like that was that night. So the next morning, like I'm at work, I look and they commented, like, "Hey, sorry for your bad experience. Can you message us to give us feedback on how we can make it better?" So at least they were kind of,
responsive.
Responsive about it.
Not proactive, but reactive.
Yeah, reactive.
Yeah.
And trying to help.
Big difference.
Yeah, but I was like, and then I kind of noticed like not that much longer because it was more of like, yeah, like you said, you want a brewery in Bakersfield to succeed. So I'm like, the second time wasn't great either. So you're kind of like 3 strikes, you're out. So the third time, okay, some of these other people that were up here aren't working here no more, and the service is better.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, was it Kenny that brought it up one time? Like, you could go to a place, it may not be the best beer, or it may not be the best everything, but if the service is good, you're going to go back.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Yep. And I agree with that. And I think the first time we went, that was kind of probably pre me being into like craft beer. I mean, I like beer. I've always been a beer guy, but it was kind of pre like understanding. I mean, if you think about the craft beer craze or whatever, it was kind of pre my experience with it. And we went there with my family. I took my parents. It's like, hey, we got to go to this new place. You got to, right? I'm just always trying to support local, and just terrible. I mean, the food was like, yeah, the food's all right. Food's pretty good, but
that's why I always hold off on going to new places in Bakersfield. I always hold off to see if they're going to survive like the first 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
See if they're going to survive the first year. First time I went to Tembler, it was just kind of like a pit stop. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm going to go and have dinner and have some beers and whatever. So right around the corner was that, what was it? The trampoline place?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's changed names.
It used to be like Pump It Up or something like
something
that.
Like that.
Before.
Yeah. So it was
not Pump to Pour as somebody else. we all know Pump to Pour.
That's a big difference. So, we took the kids to this place to go jump, and then we're like, all right, a couple of the adults are going to break off, go to the brewery, have a couple beers, go back to the jump place, and then the other adults are going to go.
How much time did you spend on the trampoline?
Me, personally?
Yeah, you personally.
Not 1 second.
I'm so disappointed.
That's for the kids, bro.
All right, it's your story.
So we switched off, right? So we were like, all right, first half of the jump session, these adults are going to go, and we switched off. And it was cool. It wasn't bad. The beer was okay. It was a good break from, having to be at the jump place. So I definitely always kind of give these businesses time to get going and got to kind of get situated.
Keep talking. Don't stop.
It's weird.
Just dialing on your ass.
You're sitting there moving shit.
I'm producing on the fly.
So when I went, it was a cool experience. I didn't have a horrible experience. And then I just kind of.
What was the drinks? Did you say you ate?
We just had beers.
Okay.
Yeah,
the beers were just okay.
They were good.
Okay.
They were good. I tried Hollow Body and Streets, which has always been
evolving.
Those are two, staples. And they were good. And it's crazy how much they've changed, even though they're flagship type beers, but they've changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you say they've changed a lot, I wish I would have taken better notes, like either mentally or even written them down.
Yeah,
as beer, because I guess it's kind of an ignorance. I think if I drink a Bud Light, it's always going to taste like a Bud Light.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to a brewery and I taste a beer, it's always before I got into brewing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I wish I would have realized that it was going to evolve.
But the Bud Light in the East Coast tastes different than the Bud Light in the West Coast.
I've heard that.
It does.
I've heard that.
It's better in the East Coast.
Whoa.
It's better. I mean,
shots fired.
I trust your opinion. I trust your judgment. Probably is.
Josh, I'm not gonna challenge that.
I don't go to the East Coast, so I'm like, yeah,
fuck those guys. Fuck you.
Go to Florida one of these.
So like Tembler, the first time
East Coast.
First time I ever had Tembler was at the Village Fest before they opened. They had that van, and they had the oatmeal stout 661. I think Streets of Bakersfield. That was the first time I ever tasted them. And then I think that following year they opened.
Moxie said, I went to LA and tried Budweiser. It was good.
That's his extent.
He's still killing
He's
motherfuckers.
Still fighting.
I wish he'd call into to the Discord because it'd be fun.
He's not done fucking people up.
He's a monster, dude.
He looks busy.
This motherfucker, he'll get on here and he'll play all night and he'll stream
the whole thing.
Till he goes to bed, and then he'll go into bed. When I first learned about him, he would be playing, and then I would go off and I'd go do some other shit, and I'd log back on. He's still, oh shit, Moxie's still streaming.
Yeah,
and I log on, and there's nothing there except for a chair, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And you see some feet in the corner. Well, that's his ass laying down in his bed. And all of a sudden, he'd roll over, and he's asleep. He's passed out asleep on his bed. and just keep streaming.
The stream's still
and
going.
then get up and start playing again. I don't know what he's doing.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got one person watching him, which is us. But I've also seen him up to like 1,000 people watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I used to be like, because when I moved to Murrieta, like after high school or after I went to kind of half-ass college, that's all I did. Like I left the shit on. I'd wake up and just play. Oh, I got to go to work, come back, leave it on, go play.
Play some more.
Oh, yeah. Just let it roll.
I never got into these games.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, it's like I tried to play Fortnite. The first time I played it, like maybe a month ago, because my kids were on. Well, they're at their mom's house, and I'm like, you know what they're on? I'm gonna go on here and play, see if they notice. You know, but it was kind of
Look at the label.
Ooh, that's scary.
But yeah, these games now, like what? But like, if I actually said, you know what, I'm gonna set my mind to it. That's all it. You just get. You'll be playing, and it's like 4 or 5 hours pass by. You're like, what the fuck? You know,
It goes by really
That's why
quick.
I really don't do that no more. I'm
Yeah.
like, man,
The time consumption.
just like today, like doing that shit in the garage. You know, I'm like, fuck, it's already 3. Like,
Mhm.
man, like, shit, where'd the time go?
Yeah, I think video games are very intense when it comes to that. You blink and it's fucking 5 hours later.
So let me read this. Oh, this is your beer, Star God,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The one
No,
you
it's
said-
not my beer.
No, the one you said your
Mm-hmm.
go-to is.
I really enjoy it.
It's good.
You like it?
Oh yeah.
So this is Star God from the brewery, and this is the one that I was talking about when I was in the spot in Paso, and the dude was like, "Hey, my buddy loves this beer," and it's the brewery name. I mean, even looking at the logo, it's like, what the fuck is this place
Looks
called?
fucking scary.
It looks fucking scary, right?
Yeah.
And the brewery is called There Does Not Exist. There does not exist. It's 4 words. There does not exist. It's like it's like a portion of a sentence,
Yeah.
right? This particular beer is called Star God. I thought that was the brewery for 1 minute, right? When I first saw it.
You know, if that's a Star God shit.
It's fucking tripping you out, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the beer?
It looks beautiful. First of all,
It looks beautiful.
it tastes amazing. I like the ABV.
It's low, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like it has the mouthfeel and shit.
I like that it has that little punch at first. You know, I get a little punch from it, like just a little initial
To me, the ABV
kickstart.
Should be higher for the flavor you're getting.
Yeah. Is that a lot? Is there a lot of info on that can or no?
Very little.
Very little. It's just
very little. Well, when I first found that beer, I tagged them in social media, and they immediately responded. You know, thanks. You know, liked it or whatever they.
Yeah, I kind of wish. Well, I know they weren't kid friendly. You know, I took the family out.
Oh, they wouldn't let you in.
I think they're not kid friendly. I whenever I go, like we were gonna get some. We went to Man Rock Brewing, and I think it was a Royal
Grande.
Yeah, Royal Grande. It was a pretty cool little spot. They had good beers.
Nice.
You know, but it was kid friendly, so I said I'll go here.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, this place wasn't kid friendly.
Well, whoever they got for the art,
No,
they did great.
I have another
looks
one
amazing.
that I haven't drank yet, and it's the same. I think all their art is black and white.
So is this their little kind of logo right here, little icon logo?
Yeah. It looks like a ruin or something, some kind of like hieroglyphic.
Yeah.
Just like a code.
I have no idea. I don't know in the backstory.
It's like a little E. Right? It's an E. It's like an E crossed out.
Like yeah.
That's cool.
I'm trying to look them up online right
So
now.
the art's good.
But
the beer's good.
Because he mentioned it at the phone meeting, and then I said, "Hey, what's that brewery you're talking about?" Because I looked, I'm in the area, and it didn't come up. It didn't come up on my map.
What's the square root of 441?
That's on the
Yeah.
homepage, right?
That's cool.
So
I'm guessing it's 21.
It's got to be 21.
So I was in the area and I said, "What's this brewery called?" I don't see it on here. He goes, "There does not exist," and it didn't come up on the.
Oh, you got to try it.
I'm gonna do
You got to
the math.
verify.
I got to Google.
I usually go to breweries nearby on maps, and it didn't come up, but it was nearby because once I searched it, it came up.
Okay.
Very exclusive, I guess. I don't know.
And it's in San Luis.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm taking pictures and shit. So what we're doing is we're going to the webpage.
The shop.
There's a little backwards E right there.
Mhm.
Is there a logo?
It's a backwards E, and it's crossed out.
There's got to be some significance to that, right?
Yeah.
The shop now have beers.
We want beer. There's a tap list right there. Look at that. They have a.
I feel pretty soon I need to go with just the wife and I, just out there.
You're saying ditch the kids.
Just brew hopping.
Farmhouse Ale, Oatmeal Stout, Dark Lager, Hazy IPA, Hazy Pale Ale, Hazy IPA.
Look at that one. The spore says ABV 6.66.
Eesh. Fall Lager, a Saison, Pilsner, Pale Ale, Hazy Double IPA.
That's a pretty good.
It's a good tap.
Pretty
list,
good
right?
array. Yeah.
I mean, they're doing. I mean, obviously the West Coast styles like hazies and IPAs and stuff, but also throwing some shit in there.
That dark lager, that was
Interesting.
One of my friends just shared a dark lager with me, and it's from out there. It's from Santa Barbara. Can't remember the brewery, but he's like, dude, it's gonna blow you out the water. It's gonna trip you out.
Really?
And it was so good.
Any chance that was these guys?
Was it Third Window?
And it was, Third Window.
Yeah.
Oh, you've had it?
Really good. Yeah, they have a really good dark lager. Last time I was there.
It looked like, if you look at it, it looks like a brown ale. It's like kind of like that dark color, but it has really light body, just like a lager. It's so flavorful. It was amazing. It was really good.
That's awesome. How different is the flavor from like a regular lager, clear lager?
Definitely malty. A little bit more hop kind of character, even though it's probably like the minutest amount, at 60 at boil. But just like a little bit of malt. But it was really good.
That's cool.
And you can aging it, lagering it for, X amount of weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, at 50 degrees probably. It just gave it such a good mouthfeel. It was
Was
really
it
good.
canned? You got it was canned?
That one was in a can, yeah.
It's interesting.
And then the thing that was funny about it was he gave me the can and I poured it into my glass and I was drinking it and I was enjoying it. I was like, damn, what kind of beer is it? Like, what style is it? And he's like, I don't know. He as much as he likes craft beer, he's not digging into all the details. Okay. He's like, I like it or I don't. This is good.
Which is
not.
kind of a good space to be in.
Yeah. So it's like he's telling me these things and I'm kind of processing and I was like, I want to know. Like, I want to find out. So what they did was on the can, I don't know if you noticed, but their can art is really dark. Everything is like dark brown, dark gray, stuff like that. So in the corner, it was black, and then the printing was a shiny black.
Okay.
So you can only see the words if you held a can like at a certain angle.
Really?
Where the light would hit it.
I was there like pre-canning.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen any.
Yeah, so now, so you could see it, and it said dark lager, 5.6%.
So you had to you had to work.
You had to look for
What's
it.
the brewery called?
Third Window. Yeah, exactly.
I dig that. I dig the shit out of that. Third
that
Window.
was pretty cool. I ended up finding it through Google, But another one of my friends that was there at the time, he's like, "Wait, it says it right here on the can," and he's like, "You got to hold it like a certain way." So it's a shiny black print on a matte black background.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a trip.
I guess I love the creativity of that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, you had to think of that shit, right?
Yeah.
Not only did you have to brew the beer and make a good beer, but you also had to come up with that shit.
Imagine looking at your shit-faced drunk. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
You're like, I can
Maybe you
read.
can see it better when you're drunk.
Yeah, it was clear as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it illuminates when you're drunk. You're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, no, it's fucking right here.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. What happened to Moxie? I thought he was going to call. Moxie, you better fucking call.
He's busy. He's still fighting.
He must be in a tournament or something.
Like the action hasn't slowed down.
No.
Here, we're going to pull him up. Moxie, you better fucking call.
He's busy. He's still fighting.
He must be in a tournament.
You can hear him on there.
Yeah, look at
his
that.
ass right there. I see him right there. Look at him.
No.
Here, we're going to pull him up.
Look at the focus. Look at the focus in his face.
I see him right there. Look at him.
I'm trying to
Focus. Look at the focus in his face.
He's all...
He's sweating and shit.
He's all swagged out in Under Armour and score big. He's all...
He's sweating and shit.
He's all swagged out in Under Armour and score big. Killing motherfuckers. He's like a mass murderer, isn't he?
Yeah. Just killed that giant cobra.
Little do we know, he's like switching the mouse like this, like
Yeah, he's got like 10 things
Yeah,
going
he
on
just-
at once. He's like a mass murderer, isn't he?
Yeah. Just killed
Little
that
do we
giant
know-
cobra.
Little do we know, he's like switching the mouse like this. Like,
I sure hope he can hear all this. Because if you
Yeah,
can't, I
for
feel
real.
like an idiot. When you get drunk and you have like 12 different screens going on, it's hard to track what you're doing.
Focus on one.
Yeah, for real.
yeah.
Because they can't see what we're seeing, right? We're seeing
Yeah.
that, but they can't see it. I'm hoping they can hear it. The last text in the chat was he went to LA and he had Budweiser. That's all I know.
Yeah. He's busy, bro.
He's definitely busy.
He's murking.
Bert. Oh my god.
What else do we have to drink? We have some more beer to drink?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Moxie yells. That's right.
Now, he must have fucked up.
You guys want that kettle sour from KRBC?
Oh yeah,
Or something else?
You got something better?
No, if you want to keep it on the kettle sour. No.
Well, I mean, we just went to the hazy.
You want that
Kettle sour?
I still got that mystery beer, but
I got
bring
do your-
that.
do
oh.
Mr. Beer.
Yeah, bring it up.
Okay, here, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Well, I mean, we just went to the hazy.
This is not
Bring it out, bro.
Moxie, call into the Discord.
We got the elote wrap.
Elote, you need some fucking tahini on it.
Elote wrap. Bring it out, bro. Well, we gotta get the good sound. We got the elote
right.
wrap. Oh,
Let me join Discord.
All right, here we go.
oh, I hear him.
Yeah, he's gonna cut you.
I hear him. Ooh, it's dark. Oh yeah. Ooh, thick. Ooh, got a thick boy. Ooh, it's dark. Hold on, let me move this. Ooh, got a thick boy. I gotta get on Josh about wrapping this thing. Hold on, let me move this. There we go. Should be a little bit better, a little bit easier to pour. Remind me not to trust him to wrap the elotes for the barbecue. So of course,
That's
you gotta.
his, right? That's his.
You
That's
gotta,
his.
yeah, this is Josh's mystery beer,
That's his mystery fucking
which
beer.
is black,
That's the end of the night right there.
black AF. Yeah, this is what we call the.
That smells like
barrel aged. Would you say barrel aged?
probably. There's some like whiskey in there.
Yeah.
I think that's Boomtown from Dio.
Barrel aged? Probably. There's with like whiskey in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta chew that. Oh yeah,
Almost,
it is.
yeah.
I feel like it's definitely
Boomtown?
boom or bust. Boom or bust.
Okay.
What the fuck are you laughing at, Moxie?
Oh yeah. It is. I feel like Boomtown.
Is he on Discord yet or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you laughing at, Moxie?
Moxie or Maxie?
Moxie, not Maxi
Moxie.
Pad. Moxie.
Moxie?
He's typing up like a motherfucker.
Yeah. It's like he's writing a thesis.
Here.
Yeah.
So you said you hadn't had this beer specifically before.
No.
Okay. It's bomb. I enjoy it.
I seen what it was, but I've never had it.
This beer specifically before.
It reminds me of
It's bomb. I enjoy it. See what it was.
the first taste I had. I thought I knew what it was.
Uh-huh. It reminds me of KBS.
I think if it wasn't barrel aged, I
Ah,
would feel that you can get
barrel aged.
You can taste it right away, but
It punches you in the face.
I feel that you could get more flavors out of it if it wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Is it local?
If it wasn't barrel
It's
aged,
local. It's local. It's definitely local.
I don't know. To me, just off the description.
not Bakersfield.
That wasn't an answer.
No, we ain't doing stuff like this.
Not Bakersfield.
I said it's a local. And you went. We're not.
Of course
we're
not.
That wasn't an answer.
No, we ain't doing stuff like this.
Not Bakersfield.
I gotta meet Moxie.
There's like a little bit of like a vanilla background to it.
There's like a or even
Oatmeal,
like a cocoa nib,
cocoa nib. Yeah,
kind of that bitterness of like chocolate, but also chocolate.
yeah. Man, I like it.
I do too. And my initial response was Dio's. What do you call it?
Boomer bust.
Boomer
That's what
bust.
you said.
But it has a little more sweetness. Boomer bust is pretty bitter. Historically.
Robust.
What?
It's robust.
Robust?
Well, it's because they have a lot of that coffee now in it.
It's very coffee-ish. That's a good point. This isn't as much.
No, it's more towards the chocolate. It's leaning more towards the chocolate. I'm really more interested in what the ABV is on it
It's got to be big.
because it's not hot.
It's smooth though. Like
It's
yeah,
not-
you don't get hot.
Yeah,
off
it's
it.
not hot.
It's not hot on the front end, but once you drink it and you exhale, you kind of feel
Little
it.
warmth.
Yeah, you feel the warmth in your nostrils.
Well, if you know me, you know where I probably got this from. Maybe not. You don't know a lot of my beer. My
bro, I know you're everywhere. That's what I know.
Want me to just rip? Want me to show you then?
No, tease us
Think
some
about it a
more.
little more.
Sean said, tease me a little.
A little bit more.
Tease me a little more.
Just from what some of the
You made it all gross.
From what some of the flavors I get, I want to taste
Gross or great?
one that's not barrel aged.
Mm.
I want to taste
like
this
that.
beer not barrel aged. Just from all the
Oh,
flavors
really?
that it had on the can.
Do you have any idea how long it was barrel aged?
Nah,
Okay,
maybe it's 6 months.
that's what she said.
Mm.
I'm still trying to get Moxie in here. Hang on.
It's not a big time barrel. Like you get the barrel age from it, but it's not
Yeah.
a big time like a. You know a beer I really love that it's not like lengthwise ain't barrel aging right now. Well, since COVID, it seems like they're not barrel aging their stout.
Right. Their coffee stout.
The what do they
This
call
would
it?
have been the perfect time, though,
What do they
right?
call it now? Because before, when it first came out, it was a Titan, but they had to change the name because another brewery used it.
I think
But
it's
they
just
did-
coffee stout.
No,
It's not?
It's a stout. It's like 11.5 ABV.
What is it?
The lengthwise barrel aged stout. They called it the Titan when they first came out, but they had to change the name because another brewery used that name. But I don't know. I swear to this day, I thought they did a version of it in wine barrels, and it was bomb.
It seems like they did a beer.
And I
wine
love that beer.
barrels.
It was but I want to say they may have done it in wine barrels, but for sure they barrel age it. But their barrel aging program they stopped it really.
Yeah,
with
they definitely
COVID.
stopped it. Yeah,
But man, that beer, every time I see it, I'm like, fuck, I need that beer.
really.
Man, it's bomb.
It's a spot.
It's good.
I need to concentrate for a second because I had a couple beers and the brewery halftime shuffle. I would never. Does it have some orange in it or some like orangey? Does it? No.
With imperial stout with milk sugar, peanuts, salt, cacao nibs, cacao powder, natural vanilla flavor, and waffle cone.
Oh shit!
That's why I kind of wish this beer was not barrel aged.
Because you want to see with it. It's like raw.
With a little salt, a little saltiness to it.
Because the salt just berries, right? It goes away. Moxie, I want you on here so bad, but I'm kind of fucked up. And I don't know the technology.
We gonna wrap it yet or no?
We can. I wanted Moxie on here because that motherfucker's funny. But the technology is kind of kicking my ass.
Well, it's all sticky now.
Here, hold
That's
on.
what she said.
Sticky stout. Focus some of that beer.
Right there.
It's sticky. So
The brewery halftime shuffle. Nice. Oh, 9.9.
Hey, give that some camera time, would you?
That's a little bit.
Your camera.
It's way better than I expected. I thought it was gonna be like a 13%er.
Can you like reverse that?
There you go, right there. That's good.
No, but go ahead and read it. It's sticky, but no.
All right, so we got.
It's very sticky.
Mhm.
Look, it's so sticky. I'm like,
Bourbon barrel aged imperial
That's
stout
the podcast.
with milk sugar, peanuts, salt, cocoa nibs, cocoa powder, natural vanilla flavor, and waffle cones. Damn, that milk sugar is gonna fuck up my stomach. 9.9%. 9.9%. Damn. Oh, that's good.
mine too, because I noticed that nowadays, like, I forgot what I drank. Oh, I drank a. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it fucked my stomach up.
Did you see the ideal serving temp?
Well, like 70,
55 degrees, which is not bad. I mean, that's cool,
No, it's about right
but it's not
for a stout.
cold. Yeah, that's cool.
It
That
just
was a
brings
really
out
good beer.
more of that flavor.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
Sticky, huh?
Yep.
But no, I get tons of shit. I got like fucking. I'm not playing one, 2, 3, 4, like 12 bottles from the brewery that are just sitting there.
Yeah, you're aging them.
No, they're just sitting there. I get them, but I got a 2017 cuvee from the Hoarder Society from there that I am kind of.
Hello?
It's just sitting there.
Hello?
Now it's working. What's
There
up?
we go.
What's up, man?
How are you guys?
Moxie.
Good.
How are you guys?
We're kind of drunk.
A little
What are
bit,
you- what are
little
you
bit
doing?
drunk. Feeling good.
Nice. How many beers have you guys drinking?
It's not the quantity, it's the quality.
Or how? I mean,
It's math, man. It's math. It's the quality coefficient times the multiplier of the quantity divided by the volume of the water. I don't know.
did you guys made those ones, or
No,
you guys bought it?
we had most of these beers that we drank tonight have been production beers, but Martine over here. Can you see my finger?
Over here, right here.
One of the beers we did was a home brew.
Nice. How was it?
It was really good. It was a little undercarb, which he just kegged it like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So no surprise there that it was undercarb, but the flavor was really good.
Oh man, no, stop it.
What are you doing, man?
I quit it. I don't drink anymore. So like, you guys drinking and your background all like bubbly and so nice. It makes me like. It makes me want to drink.
So he can see us. We can't see him though.
Yeah, he can see us.
Oh yeah, I'm watching. I've been watching you guys stream while playing. I kicked some like these guys' ass, and then they kicked my ass back, and then I was typing to them, and this guy is starting to say like something about my mom, and then I say something about his mom back, and then I was laughing. That's why I was laughing and typing, because this guy he was a sore loser.
A sore loser.
And then he blamed me for it. What an asshole!
If he was talking about your mom, was it Art? Art always talks about my mom.
No, yeah, kind of like. How? Like I've been watching. Like I watch you again. Like, do you guys do like is there like a day on a week that you guys get together and drink, or like,
no? It's very random. It's like every other week at the best. It's every other week, but. That's part of the problem is we always have a great time. We drink great beer and we talk about great beer, but the consistency is really tough. I mean, Martine works a crazy schedule. Josh works a crazy schedule. My schedule is kind of iffy. And the other guys that are involved in the podcast work even crazier schedules. So it's really tough to get the group together. So a Friday night's been really, we're kind of blessed in that sense, right? And we've all been kind of storing up good beers to drink. Did you hear that right there?
Nice.
You know what that was, right?
That was nice.
Squeeze there, Josh.
Sounded super nice, dude.
Martine. We're taking pictures.
That was like the perfect.
I'm gonna record that and make my.
No, if you need to drink some non-alcoholic Heineken, I heard it tastes just like the original with no alcohol.
Have you had that?
Yeah, I tried.
You like it?
It's not like I like it, but I like what I like about the beer is that get me like hammered. You know, like
yeah. You want to get drunk?
Yeah, like that's what I like. Of course I also like the taste and the grains. How you say
the grains?
Yeah.
I just
hops.
poured them all over my fucking pants. What town are you close to?
What? Wait, say it again. Sorry.
Where are you?
I'm in Mexico.
Donde está?
In Guadalajara. I live in Guadalajara.
There
Red Glow School was right.
Oh, he's watching?
I don't know. Hey, Red School.
I just spilled beer water all over my pants.
I didn't realize Second Phase
Can't see
had a
it.
live video going.
Second Phase did tonight?
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about local breweries.
Have you guys ever tried this? One of my favorite beer that I ever tried was this one. It's called Brew Dog.
Brew Dog?
Brewdog?
Yeah.
We know Brewdog.
How do you guys? How what do you think about it? Like thoughts on it?
Don't everybody speak at once.
No, we don't get enough of it, but
It's not like a regularly distributed beer where we're at.
I had it on a Steel to Glass event at Eureka, where they feature a beer and a brewery, and then you get to take the glass home. So I had Brewdog there. That was the first time I ever tried it. And then there are certain places where you can get it here in town, and you'll find, different things here and there. They're pretty out there. They like challenging. I don't know, kind of like the norm. They like challenging things. So I like them. I like that they push the limits on everything.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I just put you guys on my stream as well.
All right, nice.
Yeah, I tried it once. And I had like one glass, full glass of it. It was like probably 500 milliliters, and it got me so wasted. I had it like I drank one. Like I think Josh said, I don't know who said that, but like I don't know who said, but somebody said that he was you guys drink Mexican beer like all night, and it's true. It doesn't really get you as much as an IPA or like a better beer. Like it's just, I think I don't know how to say it. Like some of them beers that they sell here in like supermarkets, it's like diluted. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, diluted.
Yeah, like they don't fill you up.
Like watered down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't like get you hammered fastly. Then this one, I had one glass and I was totally hammered.
You were drunk.
I was just fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many of those beers, like how from 1 to 10, how drunk are you guys are?
Well, I've drank water in between, so I got a buzz, but I'm not. I'm
1 to 10.
Hydrated.
1 to 10. Yeah, I'm hydrated. It's like a 5.
I was gonna say 6
because I haven't been pouring big pours as you guys either.
Yeah, no. I would say 6. Sean's at home.
Sean's like an 8.
Yeah.
What's the question? I'm just trying to roll up. I just want
on a scale of 1 to 10.
How smashed are you?
How drunk are you?
1 to 10? Oh, I'm like 3, I think.
3? Damn. You're a pro.
Because usually I'm like slurring my words and like jacked up right now. I kind of pace myself.
Who is this in the chat? Hang on.
Red School.
Red Glow Skull.
Red Glow Skull.
No, there's somebody new in the chat. I think Josh knows this.
New person.
Oh, it's my wife.
It's time for Josh to go home. No, I'm probably about a. Would you say you guys were at?
I said I was a 5.
6.
Because look, this is all me right here.
I would. Yeah, you're definitely more hydrated than I am.
Yeah,
I would say I'm probably a 7.
Yeah,
6 or 7.
Well, you should have seen him rinse that glass earlier.
It's all over my. It's all over my.
it went everywhere.
There is a degree of you guys have to get home. I have to walk down the hall.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You can just fall right there. You're good.
Just lay on the couch right there.
Yeah, you're good.
I may lay on that couch right there.
Yeah.
You never know.
You won't.
Moxie, how late are you going tonight? You're Pacific time, right? You're West Coast time, right?
Yeah. It's right now is 11.
Oh, you're a couple hours ahead. You're
Yeah, he's deep in there.
It's like Central, right?
Central, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out in like 1 hour. I'm gonna play another game, and then I'm done for today.
I was telling these guys how when I first found out about you, I would log on and late, and you'd be playing games and talking shit and being what a crazy man. and then I'd log on in the morning, and you'd still be on, but you'd be in bed.
Yeah,
I've watched you sleep. I've watched you sleep more than a normal person has.
It's not creepy.
Hey, you never know. That time he's asleep, people could be like gifting subs, and
They have, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's probably rich by now.
Mm-hmm.
When I do sleeping streams, it's I get donations because I put the TTS on, and people like to wake me up
Text-to-speech.
like with weird stuff, and they just donate just to say things and wake me up.
Smart.
Okay, that's one way to do it.
And you never wake up, do you? I've tried. I've tried to wake you up.
Yeah, sometimes, and I don't know. I've been trying to get a stable. How you say sustain? I've been trying to be a sustainable streamer. I've been streaming for like 3 years, and I've been grinding so much.
Grinding.
That
I like that.
Yeah,
it's a good word.
That sometimes I don't sleep and I like get super hammered on the stream, which is not a good thing, I guess. But I keep trying. And
I'm going to YouTube. I'm going to YouTube right now. What's your YouTube? I can't spell YouTube right because I've been drinking a little bit. What I say is 6 or 7. What's that? What I said?
You boob. Whoa, Sean, you going somewhere else, bro?
You boobies.
You boob. YouBoob.com.
How do I find Moxie on YouTube?
Moxie space Moxie with E and Moxie without a E, a space between.
It's like Moxie.
MOXIE space.
Moxie? No, the other, you're reverse.
Yeah, backwards.
Yeah, go the other way.
Sean does.
Yeah, my
MOXIE.
Like that?
There you go.
It looks like the same kid.
Oh, God. We're in the same spot.
I feel like I'm going to jail no matter what. I'm looking for you, Moxie.
That's his page, Moxie.
Moxie?
There's some buff Asian guy out there. I don't know.
That's some Korean soap opera.
Well, I think Moxie, you're kind of Asian, right?
Yeah, I am. I have some Chinese heritage.
There you go.
Yeah, people. I mean, in Guadalajara, there was some Asian. Yeah.
Yeah, they they starting to come in Sonora and Culiacan. There was some like cargo ships with full of them back in the 80s, 70s. I don't remember. Then they came in Culiacan, Sonora. They came down to Guadalajara, and there was like a group. One of those was my grandfather, and then
no shit.
Yeah.
So they got on a carnival cruise, but just like got off on
started dropping.
They decided to stay.
Started dropping seeds.
Yeah.
They immigrated. They speak Cantonese. I don't speak Cantonese though.
Yeah.
What do you speak?
I speak Mandarin.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Ni hao.
Tell Josh he's a motherfucker.
He said, "Ni hao ma."
Ni hao ma.
I speak a little Cantonese too.
Martin might speak a little Cantonese.
One of my coworkers, she's from her family's from Puebla, so a lot of her heritage has a lot of Chinese influence as well.
That's great.
They always say China Poblana. So, and that's a thing.
What is that, Moxie?
China Poblana?
Uh-huh.
It's like Chinese from Puebla.
What's it mean?
Chinita.
Chinese.
Oh, it's like you're describing Chinese from Puebla?
You're just mixing the Chinese.
I'm fucking blown away.
It's just a blend of the words, but
I'm like,
in reality,
gringo.
It's just a mix of the two backgrounds that are there.
It's like the clash.
The clash, exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. But Moxie? Isn't your name related to your Asian heritage?
Yeah, when I started like 3 or 4 years ago. And then my name was Mo Xiao Hui. It was like this. But then people started calling me Moxie.
Right there.
And then so I changed it to Moxie, and then I changed it to Mexican Moxie. Then I got banned because some asshole that leaked a vagina.
You didn't do his YouTube like that.
Yeah, he reported you, huh?
They massively reported me. And they had like this strategy, dude, where they infiltrated to my Discord, and then they leaked a vagina picture on it.
Holy shit!
Whoa!
Then I showed it on a stream.
Can we see it?
They massively reported me.
These guys want to see the
Let's see the picture.
they want to validate it's accurate.
It was these guys were like crazy motherfuckers, dude. It was not a nice vagina. It was like a
that's exactly what these guys are into.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got so pissed. I was trying to explain Twitch that these guys were hunting me down, this group is called the Jaeger Nation, something like that. I don't know. It's a group
Interesting.
of trolls that they tried to get me banned for years, and they keep like coming on my stream. And then so I changed my name to Moxie Moxie. Before it was Mexican Moxie, I got banned, and then I changed it to Moxie Moxie. And I'm stick with this Twitch channel. I don't want to. They unbanned Mexican Moxie as well, because I explained it. After 6 months, they unbanned it. But I don't want to go back because the other account has like three strikes already.
Ooh.
And if I fucked it up again on that one, they're gonna ban me for another 6 months, and I don't want
internet politics.
Internet
Exactly.
politics.
So I'm gonna stick with this. The other account has more followers though.
No shit. Hey, have you ever heard of the brewery Monkish?
Monkish?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Monkish is a brewery in Torrance, California.
Oh.
But they're doing a Monkish in Anaheim now?
I think they're opening up another tap room or whatever.
Anaheim. To me, that beer was still hot. Like, it needs to just sit another.
Yeah,
like,
I think so too.
And I
Like
got
a
that
week?
beer like a couple weeks ago.
You guys should try the one that is called Hangar. It's from Redlands, California.
Hangar?
24?
Hangar 24?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had it.
It's super good. I tried once. It's really heavy as well. I got drunk with 2 glasses of it.
I thought you didn't drink anymore.
No, a lot back in the day.
He's talking about
Back in the
before.
day, like, yeah, 2
He's talking
weeks.
about before.
Back like a couple weeks ago.
Man, I'm glad you called in. This is fun.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me. It's yeah, I've been. It's
There's a brewery from Guadalajara. I think I had it was a blonde ale and an IPA.
Do you have a brewery in Guadalajara? Well, Guadalajara is pretty big, right?
Yeah, we do have a lot of them, but I don't. know.
Breweries?
Breeze. Let me look it up.
Breweries.
I don't know if I got it on my pictures.
Oh wait, let me see.
In case you wanted a sticker, this is where you go for a sticker. You see that?
It's
I think it was Baja,
doesn't let
Mexico.
me-
The one the beer.
It's
I had.
Oh, you know what? I got a beer. Hang on.
I think it was from Baja. Mexico.
So how's craft beer over down in Mexico? Do you see an uprise in it? Do you see people getting more into it?
Yeah. There is a lot of people. There is I actually met this friend. She was a chemical technician, something like that. She was like really professional, and then she got into brewing, and she managed
Baja
to
Brewing
mix.
Company that actually had it from.
Yeah,
That's from Ensenada. Well, no, the one I think it was Baja Brewing Company that I had the beers from.
Baja Brewing.
I had a blonde
Lost
and
in the
IPA
night.
Aging
from
that
them.
for a while.
I had a blonde and an IPA.
Ensenada.
Ensenada.
Ooh.
Fuck! What you holding on to us? What the hell is
That's
that?
one of my aged
What
beers.
the hell is that? Let me see that.
My son brought that for me on his honeymoon. He brought it back for me.
Lost in the Night.
Do you know that beer?
No,
You had it?
I don't.
No.
It doesn't seem. I wouldn't drink it. Lost in the Night. It seems like you're gonna get super hammered.
Yeah, you probably will. What's the ABV on that? Let's say 70 IBU
9.
on that.
9%, 70 IBU. Yeah.
Off Imperial Stout.
70 IBU on
Russian
it.
Imperial Stout.
Still,
You gotta take the Russian into consideration.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bitter.
Open
Are we
that shit
drinking
up.
this or are we just showing
That's
it
room
off?
temperature. Open
It's
it
been
up.
room temperature for like the
Oh.
last 3 years.
Open that shit up. Let's do
Open.
it.
Open.
Hey, he's saying open it. So
Moxie said open. So my son, and my new daughter.
This is a special beer.
This is a
yeah,
special
this is
beer. This is a
one
big
of
deal for
kind
me.
right here.
70 IBU.
He's holding beers like he has a little cellar like.
You guys take pisses in the cellar.
We don't even know,
every time
yeah.
you come over here. It's right there by you. This is Lost in the Night from Transpeninsular Cerveceria.
Cerveceria.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're good.
Thank
You're
you,
good.
Moxie.
You're fine.
I just kind of blend it all together. Just mumble.
I'm just waiting for this thing to get a pour.
Hey guys, it was a pleasure being here. I need to go. Lost in the Night.
We're about to get lost in the night.
This is like the first.
We're drinking this shit right now.
I'm not Kevin Twitch and podcast, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you open it with a ring.
Yes.
How do you do that?
I'm not a bitch, fool.
Ew. Moxie, you need to learn that one.
I open it with lighters.
El anillo.
Oh, lighters.
El anillo. I never seen with the ring though. El anillo. El
Hey,
anillo.
That's an American thing.
Hey, and that motherfucker right there has been cracked.
That's an
not
American
even a
thing
joke.
right there, Moxie. That's why you get
You're
married.
special. You get to see all that.
What'd you say, Josh?
That's why you get married. You can't do it with a silicone ring though.
Where'd all the waters go?
You gotta have a real one.
Josh
I
drank
just
them
got
all.
Josh is all hydrated up.
Married because the ring. Because
Well,
I needed to
I
open a
didn't put my
beer.
mouth on this.
What, Moxie?
You got married because of the ring.
I gotta
You needed
open
to
beer somehow.
Mhm. I got tired of opening with my teeth.
What's cheaper, a ring or fucking dental
A
implants? Obtuse? Is that what you said? Obtuse?
A tooth.
All right, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you guys. I'll be in chat. I'm just gonna turn off my computer.
It's time for bed or what?
No, I'm gonna use my cell phone to. They're gonna use somebody's gonna use this computer, so I'm gonna get off.
Who is it?
I'll see.
I want to know who it is.
my-
Who is it?
My brother.
What's up, brother?
It's not here. I was gonna get off anyway. Like I need to watch something with someone.
Oh, shit!
I gotta watch something with someone.
You're trying to get laid, aren't you?
Ándale.
It's not. It's not porn.
It's not porn. You're making
Not porn.
porn. You're making porn,
I'm
aren't you?
kidding.
Uh-huh.
Making babies. I'm kidding.
Chiquita.
Chiquita.
I'm glad you
I'll see
jumped
you
on
guys
with us, man.
later.
Good night.
Good night.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. And good luck. And good luck. I love that dude, man. He's so fun.
Mhm.
I wish we could have found a YouTube. His YouTube is hilarious.
Man,
Tell me about the beer. Tell me about the beer. I haven't tasted it yet.
it's good.
Is it?
Oh, it's good. And this is not. It hasn't been refrigerated,
No.
which means it's probably like at 60 degrees serving temperature
Well,
right now,
a beer really
70.
needs.
or
How long have
70.
you had that beer? You said.
They got married in December of
You said 3 years. That was.
2 years, probably.
Well, the only thing about aging beers, it has to be a consistent temperature, right? Like ideal is like 55 to 65.
Yeah.
Or are you just pulling out numbers?
And I'm just agreeing with you.
But I bet if
Well,
you can
55
sound-
is
you can
what
sound
Imbibe does.
Well, if it's
so
been at a consistent temperature, I don't see why it would be bad.
that's good.
And like in a Russian Imperial Stout, that's going to age.
Carbonation is great.
Yeah, carbonation is great. And mouthfeel is really good.
Yeah. The flavor's good.
It's not a brewery we'd definitely get, right? I mean, it's not like we would ask for this beer.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
The one bottle you've been holding on to.
If you guys ever looked for toilet paper in my bathroom, you would have saw the other bottles I have in there. But
What else is in there?
there's stuff.
Your little cellar?
I do have a little cellar in there.
Damn. That's cool. That's neat.
little
It's like a
cabinet.
little experiment.
I'm going looking for toilet paper in there. Next time I come here for a podcast, I'm going to walk out with a couple bottles of yours.
And pocket full of fucking
Yeah.
double ply. That's just like the spot where I've just started throwing stuff. And where all this started was DJ OD'd. Remember DJ OD'd?
Yeah.
Mr. NA.
He doesn't even drink beer anymore.
Strictly NA.
And
okay, sorry to cut you off, but how good do you think that shit really is? Because the handful of NA beers I had were shit.
We had it.
And I've had from the same breweries he's had. I'm like, dude, this shit is nasty.
But think if you haven't had any beer.
It's nasty. I won't even drink that. Like, I won't. Why?
Don't say that. Don't drink any beer for a year and then have that.
I'd rather drink hop water or carbonated hop water.
Hop water's really good.
Than that.
Lagunitas hop water?
Yeah, it's really
I'd
good.
rather
it's
have
really
that
good.
than if I could drink NA beers, like I just drink that hop water all
So
day.
we had an episode here, and he had it was NA golden or blonde, something really light, golden or blonde, something like that. An IPA, a stout. The stout tasted like a brown, so it didn't meet that.
Which brewery? Because now he's getting like McKellar and like some other breweries. Like I would try.
Yep.
But I had from Athletic Brewing, like he has.
Athletic was on the version, and that's probably what we had.
It was mostly Athletic.
Okay, I had an IPA. It was a bottle share. I had an IPA. I was like, and then like the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing no," and he like drank the beer and just left the can there. And I did a stout or like a pastry stout, and I'm like, it was just tasted like that beer right there.
Mm-hmm.
You fill it up to half with water. That's probably what it
right
tasted
there,
like
this much.
And then
then
top it
add
off.
water.
Yeah.
Top it off.
It was just like, I was like, they're like, try it. I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? Like, honestly, like, then because that perception, like, I'm just like, maybe McKellar, because they have flavorful beers, you know? But
yeah, for sure.
I just want to try those, but if the flavor's really good, I drink them, but I doubt they're going to be that good. It don't matter which brewery it's from. Like a craft beer and a craft NA beer to me is not going to taste good. Like what's the other beer that just came out recently? I see in the stores or out there was I think Lagunitas has a NA beer.
I think they do. And I think,
but I haven't
IPNA.
tried it. I haven't tried it, but I'm like, nah,
what's it
I
called?
see it.
IPNA.
Yeah.
Have you had it?
No.
No, so I'm just like,
no.
I'm not even gonna try. I mean, I'm not even gonna waste my money. If someone gives me a NA beer to try, I'll drink it. I'm not gonna waste my money on it.
Because why would you pay $10 for a 6-pack of non-alcoholic beer? We could pay $10 for a 6-pack of beer with alcohol in it.
It's gonna have flavor.
Not even that. I could pay
flavor.
$6.99 for 4 hop waters from Lagunitas that tastes. It's good. If I want a carbonation fix, I'm gonna drink that.
And flavorful water.
Yeah. But like, it's the beer they taste, and I'm like, man, this is.
Do you think that is because you're frustrated that they're trying? Like,
I'm not frustrated about it. It's just I'll try them. It's just like
I feel the same way. I would rather drink a hop water because I know what I'm getting. I'm getting water with some added stuff.
Why just like not frustration, but it's just like why? Because there's probably like maybe 20% of people that are coming off craft beers that just want something, but they're gonna agree with the taste. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this is so good," because that's their lifestyle now. And I'm like, why the fuck would you want to drink that when I could you could drink a Lagunitas hop water. It's good.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
Drink that.
Yeah,
it's NA. Shit, if I can make some shit like that at home and I didn't drink it, that's all I'd be fucking drinking.
You probably could.
You know what I mean?
Carbonate.
Why?
Is that where we're brewing tomorrow at your house?
You can brew that anytime. It's easy.
Tomorrow at your house? Tomorrow
morning?
Do it.
Just do it in the kegs.
Let's do it.
You don't have to brew. You just do. I'll do some Columbus, some danky ass Columbus hop water.
Okay, so how would you do it?
Well, with hop water, you have to get a certain. Just from what I read, you have to get a certain pH with like lemon juice, and then you kind of
so you have to have
you heat it up.
Wait.
To that point, and then you kind of bring it back down.
Well, let's start in the very beginning.
You don't bring it up to boiling temp, but you bring it to at least 185 water.
Back up.
And then you
Wait, you're bringing it back way more. Hold on.
I'm filling my kettle up with the water.
you heat it up to like not boiling temp, but I think like 185.
This is tap water. Tap water.
Sure, why not? You use whatever water you want.
I got this kettle full of
Use
tap
some
water.
Evian or Fiji water, whatever you want.
So Fiji,
That's what I do. Fiji water.
you got 5 gallons of Fiji.
One little 0.9 quart
And you have
at
to
a time.
get to the you got to get the acidity level to like 3.2. I don't know what the hell.
I was going to say
3.
3.5.
Yeah, so then you do that, and then you keep it at like 185, like your hop stand, and then you just kind of bring it back down. Make sure you filter it into a keg.
But you
and-
still haven't added any hops. You said
Yeah,
hop stand.
yeah,
You haven't added.
You can add your hops, and then your hop stand.
Okay, so you have your water, and you manipulate the pH to where it drops, and then
You do like a
you
hop
have the
stand.
temperature at like 185, and add whatever
or
hops.
175, whatever. I never done hop water, but you kind of do your
What
little
are you
20
waiting
minute
on?
hop
What
stand.
are you waiting on?
Hey, this is what we're working on right now. We're working it out.
Yeah, there
We're
you
making
go.
we're making a
You
recipe
get it
right
like
now.
So
20, your 20 minutes.
you add your hops.
It's like you're doing like a whirlpool.
You do like a 20-minute
Yeah,
whirlpool.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Drop your water, your temperature down, and filter into your keg.
That's it.
Or
And then
however you wanna
carbonate
do
it.
Yeah, carbonate it. Which would take, you could just do a little. What I do, I don't shake. I just go through the outpost at 30 psi for a couple minutes, and your carb.
Seems pretty simple.
Yeah.
Let it sit for another couple days at like 20 psi, and you got carbonated hop water.
You have your
Add some vodka in it if you want a hard seltzer. I
Yeah,
don't
there you
know.
go.
If you actually want to enjoy it.
Throw some hard.
if you're in the Atkins diet,
throw some vodka in it.
put some
I'm talking
vodka.
about full round.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, I feel like.
I could add a third tap to my Keyser and just have hot water.
It's hot water.
What are you waiting on?
Throw some Kool-Aid in it if you want. Some sugar.
Not sugar.
Yeah.
Crystal Light.
Crystal Light.
Remember?
Because we're all trying to say
I was
fit.
going to say we're health conscious.
Throw like how much Crystal Light for a 5 gallons?
Hey, you're wearing that shirt. Have you looked at your shirt lately?
He is wearing a shirt.
Tell us about it.
A special shirt.
Spegersoul foam.
What's foam stand for?
Fraternal Order of the. I can't even think it.
Alchemy of Mashing.
Alchemy of
Alchemists.
Matching. Yes.
Yeah.
Which I was like talking about with someone earlier before I was drinking.
But that's I'm trying to look at your shirt. Because I had that shirt. I'm trying to look at does it have the dates on it?
1989.
89. Does it have on the shirt? I don't think it does.
What I've heard from OGs that it's earlier than 89.
Foam's been around a long time. And it was all home brewers, right? I mean,
Mhm.
it was guys like us that just like to brew. And if you take all the technology away and the mass distribution of fucking craft beer, take all that shit away, a bunch of jackasses like us that just like to brew beer. That's what foam was, right?
Mhm.
And Josh,
That's what it still is.
whoa. Josh just kind of inherited the badge of being the
I
champion.
didn't inherit it. I just said, I'm not going to let it sit in the wayside and
Yeah.
just fizzle away, That's where I got that's where I met you. Well, I met you before that. That's where I met John, Martine.
Uh-huh.
That's where I met everybody.
Yeah.
Pancho.
Pancho.
Yep.
I mean, the people that we're talking about earlier.
Justin,
Matt.
Kara.
All those.
A bunch of fucking home professional brewers now.
Now they're
My
professionals.
first meeting I walk into, and Lottie's like, "What do you got?" I got this fucking 12% Belgian blonde that I did.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh shit, man, this is. As soon as I fucking drank this, I just felt it in my wallet, like saying just the warmth. But yeah, then Don was there. Man, check this fucking beer out. I'm like, it's the first foam meeting I've been. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Stu was like, oh, let me try it. And whoever else. That's where I kind of just met everyone. And then that's where I kind of talked to you about it. And I think mention the meetings and stuff, and then I kind of on Facebook. That's where I met John Agent, and then we actually worked in the same area,
which was like a surprise.
Yeah, and he's like,
right?
"Fuck, I've been around you." I said, "Fuck, we've been around each other
for the last few years."
Yeah,
that's the funny part of this whole thing is, I mean, how all of us become buddies or whatever. You know, Kenny and I started these kind of independent podcasts, and social media that goes with that, whatever, you know, and then all of a sudden people start reaching out. I think you were on IP Today before, right? 14?
Yeah.
And you were talking to me, and then just the way it all comes together. And it's like, oh shit, these fucking dudes just all of a sudden become great home brewers. And you know, you guys were like, we're just trying to do something. We're just, you know, it's like our new hobby. And then I feel like I'm setting this up as IPA Today and I'm Not Kevin are like the pinnacle of all this shit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's been cool to watch all that, you know, as people have evolved and become buddies. You know what I mean? Like when you guys came into the house tonight, you were like, "Oh shit, what's up? What's up?" You know what I mean? It's just a cool. It's like a cool vibe to be into.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I'm waiting for you guys to fucking feed some shit in.
Well, just like Martin said, like at the point where you go to Temler to get some beers and he hears his name from far away.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I get. You know, especially with Frank, go there. You know, when I was brewing a lot, I'd give Frank a lot of my beers. You know, like, hey, try this. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, I haven't. Hopefully now I can brew on a better schedule.
But you guys are both like almost not what's that right off the bat, but that's a good sign. Early on, as guys that weren't like long-term brewers that were dialing in your systems and all that shit. All of a sudden you're like, oh, by the way, we're having a competition in the local community, and oh yeah, Martin's.
First time I heard about Martinez, he won the Pale Ale competition.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't part of the meetings and any of that yet, but I was like,
that's kind of what I was saying.
They have competition, so I was like, okay, you know, kind of.
So as much as like
joining foam,
as much as like Bakersfield is like a big city with a small town feel, foam is like that small town feel where we're kind of reaching out and all of a sudden you're sitting next to someone you've been following on Instagram and you didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Or someone that all of a sudden, oh shit, let me get your Instagram handle. Mm-hmm. And then now you're conversing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's this little community and it's like super tight. I know foam right off the bat, as soon as I got there, I felt super welcome, even though I'm sitting there and I'm a jeans and t-shirt type of guy. Mm-hmm. In the first meeting I went to, there was dudes in there with like suits and they went straight home from work over to the meeting and they were like, hey, I just want to, keep in touch with.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I was like,
I'm still a home brewer.
Yeah, no, for sure. And everybody has that one thing in common. And it's this little tight-knit group of people.
That whole world of and I guess Josh starting up the foam meetings again, was it last Friday?
Yeah.
Right? And a couple guys are there that I'd never met before because I don't usually go to the meetings, but well, he was on the thing tonight. Luis,
yeah, Luis was on there,
and when he realized who I was, not that I'm anybody, but when he realized how he connected to the whole group, he's like, "Oh shit, you're that fucking guy that's on TV and stuff," and I'm like, "Dude, I'll get you on TV tonight." To be on TV is not that big of a deal.
That's what kind of got me inspired. Like I said at the meeting, he really. I've been kicking it around. Like people, even when foam was kind of at this point, they're like, why don't you just jump in? I'm like, why me? Because I homebrew and, whatever.
Exactly.
Because I'm kind of active on Instagram. Like, so, but, it got to that point where I was like, man, I just need to do something about it. Like I said, I'm not trying to be the foam, like, refound or anything, but I just want, like, even Lewis said, hey, if you want me to do something.
Hey, Primo.
No, I'm like,
Primo.
I'm like, Lewis, he goes, hey, if you want me to do something, like, let me know. Like, if someone comes to me and says, hey, let me do this, like, that's fine, but I'm just trying to get, I've already had a handful of people ask me when's the next meeting, and I'm just kind of like, let us kind of be a club again through the Homebrew Association, and we can talk, from there. I'm just trying to get back.
Which I think, I've shared my views outside of the podcast, but you got to have somebody that kind of champions it, kind of keeps things moving.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, just kind of on the sidelines of being on foam, just the way it was handled. I'm just like, man, like, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do this or implement this, implement that? But it just was never, as far as I've been, because there was OGs. I reached out to a couple of them that haven't responded to me yet, but hopefully they will. And I just kind of want to get it back to where it was, just from what I hear it used to be,
And you kind of expect that, though. It's like, it's not, it's all volunteer. It's all out of your own will, out of your own wanting to be a part of. So, eventually, if some people might just be like, oh, yeah, I'm out of that. Like, I don't want to be a part of that.
Well, even beyond that, the whole, most of the guys in that like 25 to 40 kind of wheelhouse age, right? And what's going on in your life? I got kids.
Yeah, what's happening? Yeah,
we got soccer practice, and I'm married to Karen and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So there's that aspect of it, and then how do I engage and lean into? I brew once a freaking month, and I gotta hide to do it. I don't know what those guys are doing, but
I gotta get up at 3 a.m.
exactly.
to do it.
Yeah, brew
that
before she wakes up. All that bullshit. But that's a component of it.
Yeah,
I think
that's a big component.
Yeah, and then there's the guys that fucking love it. Was interesting when you kind of organized the first meeting, the kind of the re-meeting, of the
startup
club, and to see the folks that came out, they were pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
I thought it was just gonna be kind of us.
Yeah,
but like I just didn't get. I threw it on Facebook like, hey, who's gonna be here? So I knew who weren't on Facebook who was gonna be there, but more people than I thought were gonna be there.
Yeah,
that's why
it was a good group.
It was a good, like a core. I think that core is gonna be the core of all the other meetings and
so you expected 4 and like 10 people showed up.
I expected a handful, like 10
and people that were pretty engaged. I mean, we were having conversations kind of separately. Just like with any group.
Well, because I was waiting for a few others to come up before we kind of got into the meeting. But it's kind of like, okay, they're not going to show up. Let's start this meeting. More than like I wish I would have. Other people got other things to do, so I get it, but it was just we started the meeting off, and
even kind of the looseness of that. You feel like some obligation to kind of control the situation, but the group was pretty. It was like a group of people. They just wanted to make the foam continue.
Yeah, equally,
right?
Like everybody had input.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Even we had 2 newer people to foam, like to the meeting, and they even contributed to,
Yeah, it was fun.
Contributed.
It was good.
It was encouraging.
My only complaint is, meetings during the week when some of us don't.
No, like I focus on two.
I'm kidding.
I focus. I even said it like to a couple people, like I want to do 2 meetings. We could do a meeting where it's a social, like we share our beers, we kind of bounce ideas off each other, and then we could have a meeting, where it's just planning and education.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, unfortunately, if you think there's 50 people in the club, or
well, there's 32.
I'm rounding up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 50, and 28%. Are you in the club?
Oh, I'm in the club.
You're in a club. You're gonna be in a club now. That's it.
Well, that's my point. The people that can come to a weeknight meeting. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to come.
Yeah, no,
right. So there's a certain percentage of the group that has to come Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, right? Which is fine. But there's the other group of people that want to come Monday through Thursday, right? And there's that group. The unfortunate part is you have to be the bitch to all of us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why, like I kind of mentioned before, that's why I kind of been telling people, like I had a handful of people tell me, like, hey, like when's the next meeting? I really want to do 2 meetings a month where you get one where everyone can kind of go like socialize, like a social. You want to throw your homebrews out there, like foam was, like where foam got to, and then I want to do another meeting that could be more of like technical. Planning, more education or planning for an event. Whenever we get to that point, just an informative meeting.
Yeah. I guess my worry there is, how much does that have to do with you?
I mean, like if that's the case, I mean, like COVID presented itself, we could set it up to 7
nights a week. We're having meetings.
You could set it up to where people could be at home watch this meeting.
Which is a great point. Taking advantage of technology and all that shit. That's a great point, because we probably haven't done that.
No.
Right? We're all professionals in our particular businesses or whatever, and we've taken advantage of that because we had to. But in the kind of volunteer space where we're doing other stuff, we probably haven't done that.
We'll say like this example. We can do a meeting. Not on Twitch.
Josh is not in the same room as Martinez. He's not in the same.
So we could do
all different rooms.
We're all different places.
We could do a meeting on
different
Twitch,
zip codes.
But like we're live at the meeting, but people that want to catch up could watch a video later on.
Yeah,
they could get to that point. You know what I mean?
Well, that can go on the website.
Yeah, that's
which foam has a website?
www.bakersfieldfoam.org.
.org.
But I'm just saying, like it can get to that point where I've seen at least a few, maybe 3 homebrew clubs that were kind of with COVID doing like, hey, we're doing these live meetings, but you can revisit these meetings, at a later date.
I do like that. I like the idea of kind of the layman's being able to go back and revisit the conversations.
And I feel like Josh has set up his brew system where it's like appealing to the eye, so we can record stuff
all in your garage
and his brewery and teach things.
I feel like Josh's headphones are glowing. Is he
just a little bit? Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
He's like you and I are like right here, and Josh is like right there,
just a little bit above.
It's the lighting. It's the good. I'm not Kevin lighting. But
shout out!
Like even now, even this within this last year, you can see where technology's been going. You can. That's why I asked you. I said, "Hey, are you gonna do this? On podcast? So we can do a link on the webpage.
I've really been terrible about the converting the Twitch live streams. Like, I mean, this is live.
Mm-hmm.
We just talked to a dude in Mexico a little bit ago, right? I'm pausing because Martine's taking pictures.
It's okay.
It's all right. To me, this is almost so much more gratifying, right? The instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
Historically, this group where we didn't have a live shit, and then some poor bastard had to edit it all up and then post the podcast and blah, blah, blah. Doing it like this kind of makes me lazy. I mean,
because people could be, hey, go to the Twitch and you can watch this video,
It's up for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Floor mat said 69.
Hey, floor mat.
Floor mat 69.
I'll 69 you.
I'll floor mat you.
Well done.
So let's do this one.
Oh, just another monkish.
We didn't talk about the first monkish, though, did we?
It was a $1 million backpack. Yeah, okay.
It was fire.
This one is
as they always are.
Hops on. God, the fuck is this one?
You can't even read it, bitch.
I think it's called Hops on Hops.
Hops and monks. Hops and monks, I think.
Hops and monks.
Watch. Show them real quick the label. It's just like, fuck that. I don't want to read it.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool.
That's a monkish.
Hops and Monks by Monkish. Yeah.
If you didn't
He
hear
has
it.
the best mic for that. It's like
We're getting
he
all the
has
good
right
audio.
Crack to distance ratio on the mic. It's
Crack to distance.
Double dry hop, Indian IPL, Indian Pale Ale. Even more hops and monks.
Yeah, that's what it's
7.2.
That's what it's called. Even more hops than monks. I had to look it up for my monkish plug.
The plug.
I introduced them to a few people, and they're like, "Oh, they tagged me." Like, I'm like, "No, tag him. I just showed you where to go."
I'll tag him.
Yeah.
That's what they do, right? No, tag him. No, I'll tag him.
I'll tag you. Great logo.
But yeah,
Good Lord.
As far as foam goes or homebrewing, Big Brew Day is next Saturday, May 1st.
Where?
Everywhere.
But are we doing something? Are we?
Oh, let's do it.
Is there
I'm
something?
going to post some.
Josh's driveway.
Yeah, let's do it. I want to get the I want to just say, hey, everyone come over, but not everybody can.
No.
But let's do some. I like to do something to where we could just post to the website. But it's really kind of what platform to do it on. I can easily do like a Instagram live and go live and set my camera up, but my system is just
the fucking best system in Kern County.
Right.
Heat up your strike water.
$77,000.
Dump your grains. Let your grains mash.
It does everything itself.
I'm telling you, if you do a brew day with me, it's just remember that first day, we did a beer trade, right? When I first brew day on the Spike, he came over. He goes, "Okay," and we're just like, "Yeah, okay, I'm mashing," and we're just like,
and I'm like, "Why aren't you all stressed out?" And
yeah,
shit?
what happened?
No. It's recirculating. We're just chilling.
Yeah,
and he was talking a different language. I felt like I was I felt like it was a Moxie's
but
house.
He was there. We're just sitting there. We're like, yeah. We're like, yeah. I'm mashing my grains, mashing away. Just like,
yeah.
And I was like, fuck you.
It's it's just really. That's why I could do some on.
So I mean, really, if you think about getting a crew together to brew day is pretty boring, right? I mean, it's pretty boring. If shit's going well, it's boring. As fuck.
yeah, because it's like step one. It's like step 1 through 5 happen really fast.
Like my brew
You're
day,
like, "Oh."
I'd have to like,
And then you stop and wait,
And then you wait.
and you're like,
Yeah.
I have to present shit, and if I really want to do a live video, I can really go into detail. But then you have to present shit like, during, because it's really monotonous.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very slow.
So one of the things that
unless things are going to shit, then you're fucking scrambling.
So when like people ask me, they're like, "Well, you make beer. Like, how long does it take?"
2 weeks,
And
bro.
I always ask, "Which part?"
No, I tell them it takes me like 4 hours. Oh, really? To drink? And I go, no. And then I go into depth. No, to ferment. I just kinda,
to get to that spot.
yeah.
So I always say, "Which part?" And they're like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right." So now you have the preparation part, which you make your recipe.
That's fucking 4 hours right there.
You come up with your recipe,
Yeah.
and then you do your pre-recipe, and then you brew, and then you put it in a fermenter, and then it ferments.
And then you wait.
And then it ferments,
Yeah.
and then you package it. And then once it's packaged, there's like more waiting involved.
Well, so if you think about the beers we had tonight,
Whoa.
I'm pointing.
What was that sound?
That's technology.
That's all lip action.
We were drinking a beer earlier, and one of us said something about it was green at the time. Fuck.
That was mine.
No, it wasn't your. No, that was carbonation. Just the drinking of a beer that's super hopped.
Yeah. And young. Like
and young. Even because I'm adding on to your story, right?
Yeah.
You develop the beer, you brew the beer, you ferment the beer, and you keg the beer. That it doesn't just end there.
It's not there. Yeah.
Because that beer may require some more waiting.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the beers we had tonight, I thought that was the same kind of story, but I don't know.
That was one that this one. That one was really young.
You said you had it, and you were like, it was okay, and then you had it tonight, and it was better, right?
That was really young. That's
I think so.
about 3 weeks packaged. But yeah, but it takes time and patience. And one of the things that some people ask me, they're like, "Is it expensive?" And I was like, "Well, it can be. It can be as expensive as you want it to be, or it can be as cheap as you want it to be."
Yeah, for sure.
But one of the biggest things is like you just have to be patient when you're making beer. So making it, letting it ferment, packaging it, and then letting it age properly.
Yeah.
So letting it age properly. I just seen your little toilet paper, Ruby. You got a lot of beers in there.
Oh, you took a sample.
Oh, he had to take a peek.
I was like, I had to open the door. I was like, yeah, at least 20 beers in there?
I ain't counting.
Maybe 15?
It's 12.
He knows what's in there. He knows what's in his toilet paper drawer.
Now it's 11.
I seen a birthday cake
11.
from LCB in there.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting that. Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I just seen an LCB.
Okay, so
birthday cake
is there like a what's the little diamond in there?
There isn't one.
I think
You don't think?
I think it'd be the LCB birthday cake because it's so limited, right?
You don't think there's a little diamond in there?
It'd be so
Okay,
limited,
which
right?
one, in your opinion, is
Okay,
like
to me,
the?
This is a great conversation.
Okay,
and I wish I was sober for this.
To me, a diamond is like
because I'm not prepared for this. But bring it. Come on.
Okay, diamond to me is like who has an LCB birthday cake aging?
Sean from I'm Not Kevin podcast.
That's it.
Yeah.
There might be one other person.
No other
LCB
person.
might have one.
He might.
Maybe
have
Tyson is. I don't know. What year is it from?
one. I want to say like
18?
2018
Yeah.
birthday cake. That's what I think.
I'm
I think
thinking
that's when
that's
it came
The
out.
unfortunate part. The unfortunate part it was that that beer wasn't good to begin with, right? I don't think so.
Okay.
But what else did you see there?
That's the first thing I seen because it just was right there. I didn't.
It fell off the.
No, I just opened it.
Oh my god!
I just opened it. Hey, I opened it. I looked. I just seen that because of the logo, and I just.
And then you're like, I'm not supposed to be seeing this.
Yeah.
There's probably some KBS in there or
I'm not
CBS.
supposed to be
So-
here.
KBS and CBS is probably you were asking about the kind of the golden
Yeah.
years. I have 2017, 18, 19. of
So they're
CBS.
not making KBS no more, right?
CBS.
CBS they're not making no more.
I have 17, 18, 19 of CBS.
I'd
That's
like
it.
to have a 17, 18, 19 CBS.
It's gonna be a podcast episode. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a podcast episode.
That has to be one.
Not this podcast episode, but it will be a podcast episode. You'll probably be there, and that's
So
where I'm
not-
at.
so-
I'm trying to balance it out to where I don't want to get too far away from it, but I want to make it right. You know what I mean?
So are we going from it? There's not really like one
So
No, there's not one
that's
beer
like
in there.
stands out, but it's
We-
more of like the series.
We drank it tonight.
Yeah, no, we did.
I got a 20. I got a 20,
Which was amazing. By the
I got
way.
a 2017 brewery beer that I could bring to the party.
What is it?
The cuvee. I'm part of the Reserve Society. There's a Hoarder Society that you're invited to join, and they did like a cuvee pour of these different beers they had their hands on, and that's what I have right now.
Interesting.
But it's like a little small, like a maybe bigger than that.
12 ounce. Yeah,
It's like probably like a 16-ounce bottle. Would that be like a 350 milliliter or something like that?
I don't know. Are we
So-
wrapping it up?
I have just to kind of piggyback off your stuff. I got a KBS. I have two of them. 2018, 2019.
Okay.
So I'm kind of
But I want
in that route.
I want to.
Full bottles.
No. They're 12 ounces.
Okay.
But
I want to get a little fridge just for that, just so I can age.
for aging.
Just a little fridge, just little things here and there I can just age.
See, now you would just hope like a brewery would just keep making this beer year after year. That way you can add and build onto that little fridge.
Yeah.
I just want a little fridge. I get temp control. Like these beers right here. That's what I'm just gonna age. You know.
Or a toilet closet.
I can put it right here.
Well, I want a legit 65 degrees, not 70. At least
Not legit. Bullshit
least
you're
65.
doing.
Hey,
No, because what you're doing.
did you like that? Did you
Yeah,
like
as
that?
long
Did
as
you
you
like
keep, you could keep it at a certain temperature. That's fine, but I would
Did you not enjoy
like a
that?
65.
Were you not entertained?
I'm at a 65 round.
it?
Because very well, your little closet could be 65. What is it?
Well, his little closet's warmer than that.
When you motherfuckers go in there, it's warmer.
You got a little thermometer in there?
Oh yeah, I got a.
Do you? What is it? 72? 78?
When you go in there, it's like 77. No, it's all good.
I'm just saying, I just want something that a consistent fridge that can just age.
That's kind of why I put the beers in that cabinet, because I figure that was the least amount
Because
of like
the beers I'm aging are at
fluctuation.
70
right
right now.
Yeah. And I'm kind of glad we drank the beer tonight. You know, from my son's wedding, whatever. It was still good, right? Oh, I'll turn over here.
It was
still good, right?
Yes, it was really good.
Imperial Stouts. Oh, that's
That one.
it's good.
I was a little afraid that I would sit him in that cabinet.
I love
Sitting
Russian
too long.
Imperial Stouts from Mexico.
Say it again. Say it one more time, please. That's awesome.
Right?
Mexican Russian Imperial Stouts.
That's not how he said it.
Same thing.
I love,
The same thing.
but it's not. It just sounds
It is.
better.
From Mexico. Transpeninsular, right? That's what it
Yeah.
says.
Transpeninsular.
It did say that.
That's badass.
All right. You fucking guys are assholes.
Wait, this can's kind of fucked up. I still got another. I got more beer.
Oh, shit. I think I did too.
I got one left.
What is that?
Alvarado.
Street?
Alvarado Avenue. Alvarado Court. Alvarado Street. Hoppy Hiker.
Ooh, I never had that.
Snoo.
7%
Snoop?
hazy IPA.
Oh my gosh. His microphone has that pop.
I got the special mic.
Mm-hmm.
Special Martine Mike.
Oh, got a lot of head in mine.
That's what she said.
That's newer from them. Look at, he's happy to be hiking. Look at him. Look at the label. He's clicking his heels.
That's Josh going down the
Kern River.
Yeah. Damn. Alvarado, it just has that nose. God, that flavor.
They're like one of my favorite breweries. Well, before, but even during COVID, now that everything's accessible to shipping, I just like that northern style.
How do you get these?
Shipping?
You order from them, they ship it to you?
That's why I got the slush. Well, I went half on Matt Newman. He wanted 2 4-packs of the slush. I got a 4-pack of that, and I got 2 of these.
There was this other, what is it, Green Cheek?
Oh, Green Cheek's bomb, man.
Bro,
You want some good IPAs? Well, because I get Green Cheeks from my monkey supplier, too.
Yeah?
You want Green Cheek? Just let me know, and he has them.
I was looking at... Bro, look it up.
I don't know. Is he
But-
fake right now?
Bro, look it up. But I was looking at some beer sales earlier this year, and they would sell out ASAP with Green Cheek.
You have a charger? My phone's gonna die right now. What the fuck is that thing?
That charger shit up.
I'll charge you.
Luis
I'll
said,
charge you.
podcast was awesome.
Tell me we're still going, motherfucker.
Tell Kevin he is famous in my book.
Kevin didn't even show up.
So I was telling people earlier this week, I was like, hey, I'm going to podcast. I'm going to a show on Friday. So I had to tell people, like, I had to explain to people what, like, Twitch was.
What's a
Stuff like-
podcast?
Yeah, they're like, what? Twitch? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm not Kevin. And they're like, I'm not Kevin. What does that mean? So I had to tell them your story of why you're not Kevin.
Not Kevin.
They're like,
You had to tell that story over and over.
yeah, they're like, it's kind of weird. Like, that's what happened. I mean, I can't make the shit up.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
this is real. Like, He's not Kevin.
I text my supplier.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
I just like
The green cheek plug.
I never mention. I never
plug.
text him on Facebook.
It's a plug.
But he's like active now, so he's gonna be like, "Why the fuck you messaging me on fucking Facebook?" Because I know he's awake. You know?
What,
I know
what
you're
else,
up, bro.
What else does he got to do? If you're a fucking green cheek plug.
So I messaged him now. He's like, okay. He's probably looked at me like, "Why the fuck you messaging me on Facebook, asshole?" But the one thing I got away from, like, I haven't had Humble C in a minute, and they've been dropping bombs right now. Yeah.
So what do you got to do? You got to go over there or what?
No, well, Bakersfield Beer Company got a good drop, but like out when I work out in the, where I'm at, I go to a bottle shop and I get all their drops.
He's like, when I work out, what am
Yeah,
at?
well, I'm not.
Why do you do that?
You're like, work out whatever.
That was already
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Keep your hands to yourself.
I'll work out or what?
Anyway, you got some Humble C?
Fuck no.
Not right now.
Yeah, you just spread it all over.
It's scarce right now.
It's scarcity.
No, but it's when I'm at work, I can go get it. If I'm not working.
All right. Should we wrap this fucker up or what?
Yeah, let's do it.
My Connect hasn't responded, but
At once upon a time, somebody texted me and were like, "How late are we going to go?" And I said,
As late as we need to go?
8.
8-ish.
Now it's 10-ish.
Now it's 10-ish.
Oh.
There you go. All right.
Good night, peeps.
Say that again.
Good night, peeps.
Good night, peeps. It was a good
Bye,
time.
peeps.
Fuck, just 3 hours late.
Did you click end stream already?
What?
Did you click end stream already?
Not yet. You want me to wait?
Oh no. Bye.
Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and rate the podcast on iTunes and Google Play. Twitter @I'mNotKevinPod.